need here before you make the decision. DII hire is a possibility, but then you've just got to think of the people who were recruiting, who's actually the genius behind it, and we'll get to why these people in the shadows need a bit more fucking transparency on them, because we've got this with Wilcox and Barada at Man United and the Amaranth sacking, but obviously at Celtic you've had the change as a sporting director, and who's in there? Paul Tisdale, who was the manager who I took over from when I went into Bristol Rovers. And if you remember, I done the press conference not long into the job saying, you know, if this fellow was a doctor, he should have been struck off. Lad. There was pictures of him going out, and I got the footage of it. In like a big coat, it's freezing, and obviously in the early part of or the late part of the year, and he's out there with a big donkey jacket on and gloves on, making people do all mad doggies and all that, and like the lad, like just absolutely emptying the lads. Now I think he had done a good job at Exeter when Steve Perryman, and they had that kind of weird little model down there, like of recruiting players and selling players, doing really well. Ollie Watkins, etc. They had like a good little thing going at Exeter, and then like everyone does, as we spoke about with Graham Potter, etc. People think, oh, that's the answer to it. You know, his mates, isn't he, with what's the fucking designer's name? Who's mates with Tisdale? Uphill Gardner. Uphill Gardner one. British one. Give us No, not Ben Sherman. Not Ben Sherman.
Ben scared the kids. No.
Like that cat. He used to have a shop in town. Oh, what's his name? No, what do you get? Who gets his internet on? We'll get it on. There's a mad English designer who he's big mates with. That's why he wears all the mad clobber and all that.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The chat will tell us, but I haven't even got my chat on here, no.
It's just gone off.
Yeah, no, I literally haven't got it on.
Why?
There's nothing on here. There's nothing on my screen.
Go on YouTube.
Ted Baker.
YouTube. Ted Baker. That's it.
Someone's come with Ted Baker.
So he's mates with Ted Baker. So he obviously wears all the mad gear.
Is Ted Baker a real person?
Yeah, must be. Well, I don't know whether it's the brand. It's the brand. It's the fella behind the brand. But again, like, so you go Exeter manager. You know, all right, yeah. Bristol Rovers manager. He's managed a few other teams, hasn't he? He had a few other jobs in between, but like fails Bristol. How would you get to head of recruitment or sporting director at Celtic? Like, what So obviously, Celtic are now in a pickle. But you go, well, when you bring in people who have failed and people keep failing up, what do you think's going to happen here? So if they failed at the thing they wanted to do, which they thought they were really good at, which is coaching and management, why would you think they're going to be good at anything secondary? So if they're not actually any good at what they thought they were good at, why are you now giving them a different role and a different job in football? It's like, for instance, we've just seen the other fella who was at Bristol Rovers, Ben Garner, who went to Swindon. Yeah. He's just gone as assistant manager of Southampton. Now, he's been a manager, so I could see him transitioning to assistant. Yeah. Whoever goes in the Southampton job, he gets the benefit of Ben having managed. But what I can't get is if somebody turns up as a director of football. Now, the problem you've got at Manchester United is you've had Jason Wilcox basically do whatever Ruben Amorim's asked him to do, and Jim Ratcliffe come out and say, Amorim's our manager for the next 3 years, and then next minute, we're in January, first week of Jan, right, we're going to sign players here or not? Who are we signing? Is Jason Wilcox signing them? Is Jim Ratcliffe signing them? Or is the manager signing them? And obviously there's a complete difference of opinion there, to the point where the managers had to come out after another lacklustre performance where his system and his recruitment has been exposed for the rookie that we called him out to be long time ago, because we seen the mistakes he was making. And now what's happened is he's come out on the front foot and I'm the manager, and it's like, hang on a second, mate.
The coach. He was a bit of a mad one.
You were head coach when you came in. You've won 15 games in 47. You're not the manager of Man United. You're not even... So they've had a decision to make. I think he's called a bluff there, Amorim. Clearly, you know, knowing that he's going to put them in advance at them. Now, the problem for Man United is, where do you go next? Amorim was a failure. I wanted Amorim to fail because I don't like entitled foreign cunts coming in, right? And he was an entitled foreign cunt out the gate. Mourinho come in, having won a European Cup at FC Porto, having won a UEFA Cup against Martin O'Neill's Celtic. for FC Porto the year before that. He came in as the best coach in Europe, and he could say, I'm the special one. To be fair to Klopp came in with a lot of noise around him. Obviously, failed at Dortmund just before it ended. He failed, lad, because they were in the relegation zone. He got sacked.
Yeah, but what he'd done before.
Man United, Alex Ferguson left Man United as champions. Jurgen Klopp left Dortmund when Dortmund were a space above the relegation zone in the Bundesliga, which we all know based on Harry Kane scores 14 goals every week. Right? The Bundesliga is shite. Let's be honest. It's just a big physical league that Bayern Munich virtually win every year, and Leverkusen or Dortmund.
You fail if you don't win the league as Bayern Munich manager.
Obviously Thomas Tuchel found that out. You don't win the league as Bayern manager, you lose your job. So what then happened is Klopp turns up in the UK with Brendan Rodgers' team and says, I'm not the special one, I'm just the normal one, and handles our press fucking superbly. Yeah. That's what you've got to do to become, like, think of Van Gaal, Man United, and arrogant, see you off. Now, who's going to come in from the continent who's an elite level manager who can handle our press, who can take Man United back to where Man United see themselves?
Simeone.
Who?
Simeone?
Now, well, again, is he going to handle our press? We historically don't like RGs. So Simeone, going back with David Beckham, that's who done the dive to get Beckham sent off. Yeah. I'm looking at this going, that little twerp teabag was on the telly again today. I tweeted this in the Telegram group, the Sky thing of him. The little fucking weasel bastard doesn't know anything about footy, right? Stick to Salford, rat boy. Stick to running your hotel and knocking your synagogues down to build your skyscrapers. Okay? Stop telling Man United what to do. I think Sir David, obviously out in Nonsense Potter World, where they've just won the MLS trophy because they've got an unlimited budget compared to every other team in the division. And also they got an induction into the World Club Championship of Champions, champions, which absolutely counts for nothing because the fella who won it has just been sacked. All right, so that counts for absolutely jack shit. So into Flamingo, Miami, fucking Nonsense Potters with twice or thrice the budget of every other team in the league, and fucking Lionel Messi, who's obviously going to get every decision off every official in America because he just says, "Hey, do you want my shirt after the game? Make sure anyone touches me. That's a foul, mate." Even if Luis Suarez bites someone, it's only a yellow card, right? So
them fouls and
you're not getting me shirt. Did you hear Emilio Martinez's thing about Messi saying he gets like 120 shirts for every game?
What?
Lad, they print him 120 Argentina shirts for every match.
And he signs them and just gives them out.
Like, everybody wants a Messi shirt. Nobody wants any of it. Like, can you get me a Messi shirt? So think about... He's obviously got his mood. He must have... When you're that big, you'll have a moody signature and a proper signature. You go, there's me fucking 2p one. Snides if they go on eBay. And there's me, hey Bobaluma, Donald J. Trump, fucking big fella with the fucking...
With your name and your number.
That goes in the record books.
Yeah.
There'll be the little snide one. Because even I wasn't even that big time, but in the end, when you're doing thousands, it just becomes like a squiggle.
Fuck you.
Whereas the one that you're actually...
Did I used to sign half of yours?
Oh, well, I give up.
If you do them...
Put it on thingy.
So we're looking at Lionel Messi, right? And we're saying Beckham's ploy, right, Sir David, and I'm sick about fucking hearing about the feud between the Beans on Toast Man and fucking the Beckham family. I couldn't give a fuck.
Over Christmas got worse.
You know what else I'm not asked about? I'm just going to level with you. I couldn't give two fucks about Gordon Ramsay's daughter and some fucking swimmer. Not asked.
But the swimmers took his name. The swimmers took his name.
But where did that nonsense start? Where did it start?
With Beckham.
Beans on Toast Beckham. Getting pelts on added to it, right? And I've been thinking away, I'm going, why is my algorithm telling me about Gordon Ramsay's daughter who I don't care about getting married to some swimmer who I don't care about, and his family not getting invited? No, I don't care.
Yeah,
who cares? Or Angry Ginge.
So how do you think it's got to your algorithm then?
So because obviously, lad, they're getting it drilled in. They're drilling it. They're paying for it. Either the Daily Mail or all the fucking seagulls who follow their trawler. So I'm looking at this going, Gary, right?
This thinks of a big
pushed.
So bear in mind, he's had to go heavy, and he's had to go and roll out the Freemasons. He's had to go and give it the big Masonic fucking plug to get his knighthood to David, right?
Yeah.
He's got that. He's took the Qataris into Charlie Sausage Fingers grafter and said, hey, yeah, here's the Qatari Sovereign Wealth Fund.
Yeah.
All right, we've got the Saudis at Newcastle. Saudis up at Newcastle. We got the Abu Dhabi mob in Man City.
Yeah.
So it's a tricky time for me in terms of, you know, some of the places are built. I yell build. Some of the places are built are obviously losing all semblance of what it should be to be a community-based club and to be a proper club. Manchester United, in my opinion, are going to face a hostile takeover from the Qataris with a royal sign-off via Sir David Beckham, and then Teabag is going to finally cut himself away from Salford nonsense Potters. Who I think Carl Robbo will do a good job. Got a good chance of going up this year.
Yeah.
But it can't be easy with them in the background. So David Beckham back in there. And I'm telling you who goes back in there. I'm telling you who goes back in there now. This way you heard it first. Royston.
Do you reckon?
Roy Keane.
Royston's back in there. They put him back in to run. He's the only man who can run that club with an iron fucking fist like Fergie used to. No, whether he's in a director of footy sport. Jason Wilcox, a fucking left winger for Leeds and Blackburn, is that man now. Royston of Keane. What else are we going to do?
Really?
There's only so
Yeah,
many times he can
I
pretend
can see
that.
it.
Ferguson.
Really?
Yeah. Ferguson had.
I can't
Lad,
see that.
there is
No, I
only
can't.
so
I
many
can see it.
times that Roy Keane can pretend that Jill Scott's funny.
The only thing I can see Roy Keane not getting involved there is because Fergie's still involved heavily.
Fergie's not got long left, lad. How long's Fergie got left? Let's be honest, 10 years.
But
tops.
he's still involved
Lad.
at the club.
Fergie is at Manchester United. He's had a brain hemorrhage. He's lucky to be alive. No matter what you think of Alex Ferguson, he's a legend, right?
Yeah.
No matter what you think of him, no doubt about it.
No, yeah.
But like Bill Shankly at Liverpool, the fucking legend, the shadow just being there can cause angst.
Yeah, it
can
does,
cause.
yeah.
So, like, when we look at Sir Alex Ferguson, right, let's be honest here, he ran the club with an iron fist.
Yeah.
And he took over that because he'd seen, in a different way, Sir Matt Busby has had a similar effect, because to be in a footballing institution, you've seen it with Klopp. I don't think this slot fella, after being so impressed with him the first year, I don't think he's got the X factor. And I actually genuinely believe that you're going to face a right fucking finger at the end of the season, whether you keep this fella or not, Liverpool.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think he's got to the end of the season because he's won the league,
No,
and you have to give him that.
He's got a bit of backup because he has won the league. He's not going anytime soon. But fourth in the league, he's not getting sacked anytime soon.
Do you know what, lad? It's just. I watched this the other day and I'm going,
I can't relate.
What are you actually trying to do?
Oh,
Like, I
it's
don't know
nuts.
actually what he's
Pass the
trying to do,
ball
wide
really
areas.
slowly.
It's nuts.
And some of the subs he's making, and I've seen it
bad.
with Amberin, where I go, oh, what games are you playing here?
I just don't know.
Kirkers, lad, can't have.
What I seen with the Fulham game when they were playing wing backs, and you know yourself when you play against a back three with wing backs, the best way to get at that team is to get in behind. Okay, so you get in behind your wing backs. We played two centre mids as wingers against Fulham when we had Engamoa and Frimpong on the bench with pace. So we went slow we had Vert left wing, who he's not a winger. He's
Modric.
He is Modric, he's not a winger. And we had Szoboszlai, who can get a whip a ball in, but he's not that beat a man getting behind. He's not he just completely got that out wrong against Fulham from the
You're
start.
on the wrong sky there again, you know.
No, I know. I'm trying to, lad. Every time I've gone to put the password in, what's it doing?
Just delete that other internet.
So I think you're right. I think I know a lot of Liverpool fans can't find any kind of relation. Like, I can't relate to Slot. I can't get where Klopp, he got the club, he got it. He was Liverpool.
Could we argue he's been too successful in his first year? Like, in terms of, it's kind of like he set the bar for himself too high, without really doing much.
I think
I'm not. It sounds harsh.
No, it's not.
It's not doing much. I mean, you only signed Chiesa. There wasn't, the contract situation for Salah and Van Dijk meant that they were fucking drilled in. Because if they weren't going to stay at Liverpool, they needed to be hot for the potential suitors. So as he kind of just rode into the perfect storm, and the fact that he's been quite Dutch and quite calm, just been perfect for Liverpool. Whereas now, to get the level and maintain the level, as Guardiola's shown, as Fergie's shown, it's fucking really difficult to back it up the next year.
I think what he's done from looking at it from the outset, the first season he's kept Klopp's setup, he's kept Klopp's systems in place with a 4-3-3, high press, counter-attacking, and this season he's changed to the 4-2-3-1, slow Dutch build-up, like take your time footy, and that stuff just hasn't worked. We've been outrun 11 of the last 13 games, and that's not a Liverpool team. Liverpool team are always known for engines in the middle, working hard, running, pressing. He's just tried to change too much. McAllister said it the other week. The change is too much too soon. We've literally gone from black to white in the summer.
So what is a good season now? Top
fourth. I think we'd be struggled to finish fourth the way we're playing.
And do you know what? It was only a few months ago we were saying might as well get Liverpool a title here after they signed Isaac.
Before the season started.
Funny old game, innit? When you piss off the gods, we have to accept now there is a god, there is gods. They do exist. Look at Andy Joshua there. Look at Andy Joshua.
I find it hard to disagree.
Just want a few quick fire odds.
Look at Andy Joshua.
Next Man United manager.
He was sitting in the front.
And because
the driver couldn't see the wing mirror, said, do us a favour, you're too big,
no,
move.
He weren't.
He was?
He was sitting where the kid got his head took off.
Yeah.
Didn't know
so
that.
he was sitting in the front, and the driver said, go in the back for us.
Otherwise he's not here. Like now, there's the gods, lad.
Didn't know that.
How do you know that?
Because they said the paper?
Yeah.
It's in the paper.
I know what you mean, yeah.
I know, it's true though.
Like, well, obviously people, but like, I'm looking at it going, like, that's how was two people got out of that car and two people not?
Because the driver's being charged now. He's come out.
Charged?
He's been charged, yeah.
With what, dangerous driver or something?
Death by dangerous driver.
What's he done, overtook or something?
He's overtook a lorry.
The two on the driver's side.
The two on the left side survived. And the two on the right, where he hit the stationary lorry, they both died. So the two on the right side died, and the two on the left side survived. So, Andy Joshua was behind the driver.
So the ones on the right, they just got
smoked
out of the car.
Yeah, because as he's been speeding over
the car, basically coming out.
One of the heads was just split in half.
Oh yeah, I've seen it's vile.
Yeah.
So
but his body was like untouched.
So he's come out the car, hasn't he? So he's obviously as he sped and gone to swerve, the right side of the car's been took off, and they come out, and they both
the left side just carried on.
The left and they both just been smoked.
But again, you go from there being in where were they? Miami.
Yeah.
For the fight, Jake Paul fight. Where was that? Miami or Vegas?
It was Vegas.
You know, a week before, you've had it right off. You've had the easiest night's work ever. Filled in a absolute lemon. You know, you've gone back to Nigeria for Christmas, and you're thinking we've cracked it here. We've got Tyson Fury fight coming in the March. Like. Another massive payday, and you're going right. I'm with me boys and a fucking and then next minute, lad, boom, the snow globe of life just fucking throws a curveball at you.
But the driver has been a driver for 3 years as well, so he's like a close mate to them all as well.
Well, again, this is the thing I'm saying. Like I'm looking at it going with Isaac and Liverpool. When I talk about the football and gods, I genuinely believe that there is a kind of, I wouldn't say a karma. Like some will argue, because I think the title's over. I think after Chelsea not only fucking absolutely disrupted my coupon, City, based on Chelsea's sacking the manager, whatever's going on there. Obviously the fella going in, who's got pretty much no football background, has he? So you got McFarlane, who they were all waxing lyrical about after the game. Oh, and I'm going, Man City should have been out of sight.
He should have been, yeah.
He didn't have a clue. He's admitted in his interview how Man City were going to set up. I'm going, what? Like, how did you not know Man City we're going to play that way?
I think he just I think Chelsea sort of gave that game a joggy and got lucky.
Hear me out here, Cambo. If you're Chelsea manager, right, and you got Man City at the weekend, and they've gone Donnarumma, Matheus Nunes, who's played all season at right back, Diaz and Gvardiol, all right, and the young kid O'Reilly at left back, Rodri. All right, Reinders and Phil Foden.
Going to start.
All right. How Haaland, you know, the lads in Bernardo Silva, how do you not, like, I could have told you that is going to be Man City's team. Maybe Doku
injured?
He was on the bench, Doku. You might have gone, he might start Doku. But pretty much, you knew that's how they were going to play. Now, I was talking to a mate of mine, a big City fan, and we were talking about they're going to get overrun in midfield. There's no Caicedo to put fires out. Enzo Fernandez is a good player, good footballer. I like him. I'd like to have him in the team. But also him and Reece James centre mid, and both of them are not fantastic at tracking runners from midfield.
Yep.
So we were saying goal scorers from midfield. and I fancied with the two centre-halves, whether it was Chalobah or Badiashile or whoever they put in there for Fana, both good athletes or always good athletes in the central column, Chelsea, but always want to get really, really tight. And Haaland, honest to God, yesterday, Erling Haaland was fucking sensational. He did not deserve to not be on the winning side.
Yeah, he did play well.
His fucking legs, his energy, the way he ran, the way he pressed, the way he led that team from the front yesterday was as good a centre-forward play as I've seen in the league this season. Now, when he cuts in on his left-hand side and he bends it, Cat's got no hope of getting it.
Yeah.
It's the inside of the post and comes back out. At that point, I'm going, City need another goal. City going to need to get another goal here. 1-0's not going to be enough. Chelsea, for me, I think it's a mad decision to sack Maresca. I thought Maresca's doing an all right job. But every Chelsea fan you speak to says his fucking subs make the team worse. And I'd have to argue, when I think about Arne Slot, that I think Enrico Chiesa must have fingered Arne Slot's misses because he will not start him.
No,
he just will not start him.
Started the week and he just didn't do anything.
Yeah, but again, you need when you're a senior player and you've been used to starting every week and you come into a club injured, you need a run of games. You're not just going to play well in one game, especially the type of player Chiesa is. Now, he's such a good pro. You can throw him on for the last half an hour or the last 5 minutes or the last 10 minutes and he'll give you everything he's got.
Yeah.
But he needs to get knocked in. He needs about 10 or 12 starts, similar to what Gakpo's had before you see the best of him. I think he's a brilliant player, but he hasn't been given. Something's not right there. Whether he didn't sign him originally, Slot, because you remember he was the first signing in New Year in the summer.
Yeah.
Whether there's just been a little, because everyone says he's a great lad around the training ground. And I'm going, why is it he doesn't play? Now, you can't tell me Gakpo has been incredible this year.
No, he hasn't. No.
And then he goes with Gakpo through the middle yesterday.
Over Chiesa, that was baffling. That was the one thing. But then Chiesa started the game 2 games ago and he didn't do it. He didn't do anything. But you're right, he's got to get more run of games in. I agree with that as well.
I just don't think he's been given a clear run, and something about that says, has something gone on? Is there something gone on in his recruitment to the club?
But you'll know yourself, you have players who the fans are screaming, oh, you should be playing him, and you're like, nah, I know, I can watch maybe weekend training, and he's not starting for me, I just don't trust him. You'll have players you trust, and you'll have players
I get that, but if you're not getting results, and whoever you're putting in is shite, I literally can...
Do I stink?
If you're putting someone in every week who is crap, right? Eventually, you've got to give somebody a run for the jersey. And when I look at Liverpool now, I can't see how Slot. Like, you can't go and buy players. You spend that much money, so maybe you get one player in January that comes into your first team picture. Like, you're not going to go and sign 6 players. No, you might get a centre half. You might end up with one position. You know?
Gay, I think it'll be. But if City come in.
But again, like Semenyo, you're thinking, usually if Liverpool are sniffing around, really. Well, again, this is used though, because he's fucked you off. Because you've been in a nightclub and had the Ken Barlow, you're going, oh no, he wouldn't really play for us. If he'd have flooded his eyelids, you'd be going, one of the best players I've ever seen play, this fella. Wait to see him run. Putting them videos out where you're fucking, it's if he's running on water like he was for Rio.
Semenyo would be ideal for us because he can play through the middle and on the right. So he'd be ideal for us. But I mean, we need a defence needs sorting out quicker.
Well, what's killed us is the team has lost like its way. And again, when new players come in, you live and die on your recruitment. If Vert comes in and doesn't hit the ground running, and to back that up, you get obviously Isaac doing the same, and you don't manage the group properly. And also on the other side of that, Frimpong and Kirkes, you two, all of a sudden, your fucking big 4 or 5 players that you've brought in, well, five of them out of 5 are shite. Ekatike has been the one bright spark, and actually he's tried to put him on the bench. He's done everything he can to get that kid on the bench.
No,
he's forced his hand.
I think Ekatike. watch Liverpool every week. I think Vert is a special player, but you just need to play him.
Special needs.
Why? What?
I'll watch him. I'll just watch him.
If you think Vert is shit, then you have not got a football brain. And
Vert is
a second here.
If you think he's shit, if you think he's a shit footballer, then you have not got a football brain.
I'm gonna go on record here, right? I tell you what I think.
Yeah, he's not getting the goals or assists, right. But if you think he's shit at footy, you are full retard.
Just get that for me there. Just pass that. 1 second here, lads. 1 second here,
Oh,
because
for
we've got a
fuck's
couple of people. We got a couple of people. Getting a little bit carried away with themselves. All right, getting a little slightly carried away with themselves. All right, Florian Wirtz isn't a bad footballer. All right, but Florian Wirtz isn't a fucking footballing superstar, and he's never gonna be. All right, and the reason he's never going to be is he's got a great first touch. You fizz it into him, good little one-touch, neat, crisp passes around the corner. Similarly, if you give him two-touch, but he doesn't drive past anybody. He's not got any fucking strength. He's not got any fucking shot power. He's not going to take the game by the scruff of the neck.
He's got shot power.
He's going to be a support player. He should be. You should be playing him. Do you want to know where you should be playing him? Arnie Slaughter hasn't got a Scooby. Florian Wirtz, the only way he can play for Liverpool is in the Bobby Firmino false 9 position. It's the only place he's going to play for you. If you don't play him there and you don't get absolute gazelles off the side, Ekatike and another gazelle, a left-footed one, but you've unfortunately got your fucking little fat pharaoh who's got his belly filled now on a 4-year deal or whatever you give him on £900 million a week.
Fat pharaoh.
All right, who's now pissed off to the African Cup of Nonsense pottery to go and be with his boys after barely making it out the building without burning it down just before the window. Then what's happened is Frimpong and Wirtz have had an half-decent half in your 2-1 victory over Wolverhampton and Wumblers, who were fucking 4 points or 5 points on the bottom of the table, had 2 as you were playing them. All right. So then what's happened is you got a bit carried away with yourselves thinking, oh yeah, fucking hell, I've just done a 1-2 around some Wolves player who I've never even heard of. And we are now back. Then you've gone against Leeds. Absolutely shit the bed again. Florian Wirtz, shit the bed again.
But it's not a left winger.
Well, again, doesn't affect the game. Boss players affect the game no matter where they're playing, because they go, right, I'm starting left wing, I'm not getting the ball, am I? Right, I'm coming right down, I'm getting the ball, I'm going to run this fucking match. I'm the best player on the pitch. Florian Wirtz is lovely. If you're playing 20 passes is a goal. If you're having a game of 5-a-side, you go, fucking hell, buzzing round, bright. Ooh, yeah, catches me eye here. Does absolutely fuck all. Really, absolutely. When you watch the game and you watch him for a 90-minute period against any decent side, you're going, 130 million. I'm going, I want you to get me off my seat. I want you to, like, you know what I feel about Bruno Fernandes? Bruno Fernandes is fucking well better than Wirtz. Well better player than Florian Wirtz.
Okay, I don't agree with that. But
well better player than Florian Wirtz. If you said to me now, I had to have... Well, how many goals has Bruno Fernandes got this year?
Bruno Fernandes is a goal scorer.
Manchester United are currently sitting below Liverpool in the table. How many goals and assists has Bruno Fernandes got?
What's he got, 6 or 7?
Bear in mind, Florian Wirtz is technically playing in a better team that just won the league, that's still got its manager. His manager hasn't been sacked. And he's got 2 goals, one of them being offside. And how many assists? 1 assist?
I think, yeah, 1 assist. But
don't drop me out when you're telling me if I don't think Florian Wirtz is an unbelievable player, a Messi level talent, because you're talking about Modric, a Ballon d'Or winner, and you're telling me he's Modric, right? You're telling me he's Luka Modric, 10 years at Real Madrid, Ballon d'Or winner, still playing, top of the league for AC Milan, and you're saying some 23-year-old who's had an half-decent season for Leverkusen when they've got to the European Europa League final and got fingered by Atlanta.
Bundesliga played the season twice, so he's not just one.
Who cares about the Bundes nonsense? Who cares? Genuinely. Who thinks the Bundesliga? Is anyone sitting here going, fucking hell, he must be an unbelievable player here? Luis Diaz is tearing the fucking Bundesliga apart. Yeah. As you would expect, because he's a good player. Yeah. Right? But Luis Diaz, before he went to the Bundesliga, after he got absolutely toyed with by Danny Carvajal in the fucking Champions League final, and he lost all his confidence because he got absolutely bitched. He thought he was the best winger in the world, and Carvajal put him right in there and just took all his confidence off him. You then didn't give him the love and attention because you were fucking busy rubbing Virgil's Mickey, busy rubbing Mo Salah's Mickey. So Luis Diaz gets his knickers in a twist. Buy and give it the big, show him the big fucking lederhosens.
Show me the money.
Showed them the lederhosens at FC Hollywood. Perfect timing, lad. FC Hollywood, we get the lederhosens out. And then what happens is, he goes there and tears it apart, right? Harry Kane, after having an average season the first year, where he but he still scored 20 odd
I'm going to
goals.
say, I would say it's
He's now
average
got
season.
48 goals. Something like, he's got in all competitions. He's got like 40 goals or something.
He scored the most amount of hat-tricks in the shortest time or something as well, hasn't he?
So the thing for us is we have to look at it and go, Kevin De Bruyne left Chelsea because he couldn't get a game. Goes to Wolfsburg in the Bundes nonsense. Turns the fucking afterburners on. Becomes... The Bundesliga, weirdly, has become, because of Bayern's dominance and Dortmund being a selling club into all Europe's major clubs, and even Leverkusen now, or Leipzig being a selling club into... Apart from Bayern, all of them teams sell into all the other big clubs in Europe. So weirdly, the Bundesliga, even though Germany as a national team get respect on the global stage, the league's become a bit of a finishing school, high-end development league.
No, I know what you mean.
So you can't look at the Bundesliga and be serious here about Florian Wirtz being a world-level player because you've paid £130 million for him, right? He has to be a world beater. You've said to him, we're going to make you number 10. Do not sign for Bayern Munich. We're going to build this franchise around you for the next 6 years.
And what do we
give
do?
Him a 6-year deal.
That's sort of like what do we do? Put him, ship him out on the left?
Well, again, but this is your recruitment. This guy's got to work. And I'm going double early on this fella, right? This fella is not going to be the person you can build this team around unless you just play him as the Bobby Firmino false nine. Remember Bobby Firmino turned up and everyone was like, fuck him, what's Brendan Rodgers done here?
Brendan Rodgers played him right
We've
back.
just signed him from Hoffenheimer, right? Which was in the Bundes nonsense. We've just taken him. It didn't fucking go to plan. Brendan gets heyoed out the building, and Jurgen Klopp's the one who turns Bobby into the fucking
one of the best centre
legend
forwards.
he ended up becoming for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Now, I think Arne Slot's going to get the hey-ho silver here. And then whoever comes in, whoever that man is, if that's Big Sam to the end of the season, whoever it ends up being,
fuck off.
Then whoever it is,
Stevie G.
it's got whoever comes in. I don't think Arne Slot, in my opinion, Arne Slot is not a dynastic Liverpool manager.
No, I agree.
Klopp, I know you consider him one because of what he done, but he didn't get the trophy hall to sit amongst Paisley and Shankly and all that, in my opinion. But he is in the Mount Rushmore of Liverpool managers. I think Klopp's on there. Who is going to be the next one for that? After how cool and calm and calculated he was in the first year, I thought, fuck me. And if he gets the backing which you got, I thought Arne Slot, but now I go, oh no.
No, I agree.
I don't think this fella's the one to take it forward.
I agree. He's tried. He's tried. I said this today on Twitter. I said he's probably coached everyone worse. If you look at the players who were bar Curtis Jones, he's
but
coached.
he's kind of haphazardly fell on Jones as a holding first receiver.
I know, but one of my points is every player that was under Klopp, now under Slot, the coaching has got worse for them players. They've all regressed, all of them. McAllister, Gravenberch, Canate, even you could say Van Dijk.
Well, your physical stats are telling, aren't
Gakpo. No, the physical. It depends on the physical stat, the running stats and the energy. It's we're not running anyway. We're not doing anything.
Well, as I was saying to you about City yesterday, City came off a cliff face yesterday because the subs ended up costing them. You know, you look at the City's back four at the start of the game compared to the end of the game. That's why City didn't win that game.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah,
the bench wasn't strong enough.
You lost the two centre halves.
The bench wasn't strong enough.
Yeah,
now,
correct.
You know my thoughts on that because of Kolo Toure. I think he's a DII. I don't care what anyone says. That's my belief, right? Why are all their defenders injured at the minute? Is that Kolo keeping them out doing extras, all mad stuff where they used to, obviously, I sent you the video the other day, it's in the Telegram group, where Marine Crosby FC played in 1946 or something, a load of Nigerians who came over with no boots on. Have you seen that? And beat them 5-2 or something. So I'm saying, the way Kolo Toure trained and the way he played for Arsenal and the way Kolo Toure was, he was a manic defender, like a rash boss defender, but like hands-on.
I watched him.
And I'm going, is Ruben Diaz down for that? Is that what's best for John Stones? Is that because he's the defensive coach? Told you he was jumping around like a fucking idiot on the sideline, got his wings clipped.
But he fucked up at Wigan.
Of course he did.
So how can you go from fucking up at Wigan to being a defensive coach at Man City with the Pep?
Because the skin pigmentation is what they're looking for, and his brother was Yaya Toure, and he used to be a boss defender. So they go, fucking hell, need to. Because what did Fergie do? Think about. You've always got to remember, right? Alex Ferguson was Jock Stein's assistant for Scotland and all that, so he watched the great Jock Stein, right? Fergie then put his 2.0 version on that.
Yeah.
Now, Alex Ferguson at Man United, if they wanted to keep the trophy haul coming, the same way, if you read the book, Phil Jackson's LA Lakers book and the Chicago Bulls book, the whatever, 11 rings or whatever, he talks about the disease of success. For some players, 1 championship, 1 title is enough, right?
McAllister.
For some, 10 isn't enough. Like a Roy
Ronaldo.
Keane. A Roy Keane, it's like, right, we're on the horse next year. And it's figuring out, by the way, that's members of staff as well, coaches. It's figuring out, and a brilliant manager goes, fucking hell, right, Archie Knox has got to go here, and we're bringing Brian Kidd in. Brian Kidd's got to go here, Steve McLaren's coming in, or whatever that is, or Yap Stam's got to go here, we're bringing, Beckham's got to... So it's getting that, to build a dynasty, you've got to get that balance right all the time. Now, when you look at Guardiola at City now, Pep's in the era of trying to put himself in the Sir Alex Ferguson category by building a new team. But in the midst of that, he's to freshen it up because it soured last year as bad as it did. That's why Liverpool won the league, because City fucking fell apart. Never seen City.
Of it,
Never imagined seeing a Pep Guardiola team do what City did last year. And in response to that, obviously, he's lost Arteta as one of his staff, Maresca as his staff. Pep's staff get pinched because the big clubs want his ideas. And then what happens is you end up having to freshen it up by replacing it. So he goes, right, we want to press a bit more, want more intensity. Right, we'll bring Pep Linders in. He thought he was the main man under Klopp at Liverpool, and he's obviously gone to Porto, shit as kecks, can't manage on his own, and he's now back in availability. And also, we were shit defensively last year. So I'll tell you what, we need... We'll take a DII. I honestly believe that Kolo Touré has only been taken, and this is why Arsenal are going to win the league, right? Because Arsenal took Gabriel Heinze, right? Who's a fucking winner, and they're saying Heinze, Gabriel, Saliba, Hankape. You look at the way they're defending that goal, that Arsenal side, right?
He's a top defender.
And Heinze, look the way they celebrate blocks and all that. Now, I think Kolo Touré, the signing of Kolo Touré over Heinze is going to have a massive impact on the championship this year, because defence wins championships, and Arsenal's defence is fucking well better than Man City's. And
it is.
Look
As
at
good as
City,
anything out
look at
there at
City's
the
back
minute.
four
Europe.
at the end of the game.
Europe,
Now, I think Donnarumma's brilliant. I think Donnarumma's fucking ace keeper, top keeper. The problem you've got is City ended up yesterday with Kuznetsov, who Pep hasn't had in the side for a while. He's been out injured. You end up with Nathan Ake, who's been signing a ship.
Yeah.
You've ended up with Nunes, who's a centre mid playing at right back.
Yeah.
All right. And you've ended up with the young kid who was on the he's a good player. He's doing good, the kid, but he was on the rev counter. He's the one who you needed to be getting out the pitch and getting a bit of protection for.
Yeah.
So Rodri's just coming back into it. He will be a factor, like a new signing, I would imagine. But Arsenal now, Declan Rice, hitting his bootstraps. Arsenal as a team, even though Gokeres has been pony, Arsenal as a team, for me, based on their intensity in those defensive areas, like he played the lad Henkape, Calafiore, fucking
just slotted in
Saliba, Gabriel, even the boy they've taken Mosquera. I'm going, they're fucking, and they got Miles Lewis-Skelly, who's in the England squad, probably going to the World Cup squad, can't get a game for them. Ben White's still nowhere to be seen. They've got a big fucking full squad, Arsenal, and I think
got 2 top players there.
They win the league this year. Do you know what? They're going to give it a fucking scare for the Champions League.
Do you reckon?
And only because the squad now, like Arsenal have just gone through a period of having no William Saliba and no Gabriel for 3 or 4 games,
and didn't
and they're still, what are they now, 6 points clear at the top, 5 points clear.
They didn't blink. Do
you know what I mean? They've had Havertz, who's been out for a while.
They have conceded a lot more goals than they have been, Arsenal.
But still, they're 6 points.
Eze's out at the minute.
I say a lot more. They've been conceding like 1 a game. And that is a lot more than they was.
Gabriel had his injury. They were conceding a few, weren't they?
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they've got the depth in that squad, like almost 2 players for every position, right?
2 top players, though.
2 players. So, as a manager there, if you come off the boil a little bit, then the training ground is going to pick the team. Like, you got out the Arsenal side at the wrong time. I remember this, and I'm comparing us to Burnley when we were obviously about to try and win the championship. But I remember when you're in a good side like that, right, that don't concede a lot of goals, that are fucking well organised, and obviously got elite level players like they have, You know, if you get injured or you miss a game or you pick up a fucking knock on international duty and you come out the team, they might win fucking 16 on the spin and you mightn't go back in the team. Like Trossard goes, right, scores every game. So Martinelli's now going, well, am I going to get in the team?
Yeah.
You know Saka's going to be in. You know Declan Rice is going to be in. You know Zubimendi's coming in. Odegaard's going in now going, fucking hell, Eze's back shortly. If I don't get my finger out here.
Yeah.
Havertz, Jesus and fucking Gokeres for the striking position. And now they've got that competition in the back line. Don't forget, they've got another keeper in that Aspera Balaza, who was Chelsea paid 100 mil for or 90 mil for.
Kepa Aspera Balaza,
He's the second cat. Like, Now, I really, really don't want Arsenal to win it because it feels like they've bought it. But also, they're a fucking juggernaut at the time. And their defence, I believe, is going to win them the championship.
I think the one thing that will make Arsenal flop it is Arteta.
But even he can't fuck it up from this point.
He can't.
He's getting more and more experience.
6 points with 18 games left to go. I'm telling you now. So City win this league. I'm telling you now.
Do you think City win it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I'm not even going to call it.
Why?
Because I just
it's not Liverpool, so you can say
no, obviously not.
Obviously not Liverpool. That's not Everton's. Everton aren't going to win it.
Are we completely
just say a team?
Are we completely dismissing Villa here?
Yes. Completely dismissing Villa.
Okay.
There's a big shout.
If you don't think it's City, then you think it's Arsenal.
Remember we said a while ago.
City.
Man City. A while ago. When I look at it, I go, could I see Guardiola leaving Man City in the near future and maybe a Maresca going to Man City because he's been possibly. But what about Man United? We're saying Gareth Southgate. Surely he's got to come in the conversation. People are saying Zinedine Zidane. Mm-hmm. Some are saying Big Sam to the end of the season just to stay up. David Moyes. I'm saying David Moyes back to Man United to finish his job there. And we can get Glasner. Could we see Glasner going to Man United?
So the odds is, do you want to
go on, that's the odds.
Shout out yet. So they reckon Fletcher is going to have it till the end of the season.
I reckon he is as well.
So
and again, do you know who's gone in as his assistant manager?
Don't say
Johnny Evans.
Rio.
No. Do you remember Alan Wright, the fullback from Aston Villa, the little baldy fella who was Southport manager? He got sacked from Southport manager, but he's now Man United assistant manager.
Alan Wright.
Alan Wright. I think he was doing a young team. The little left back baldy guy who was at Aston Villa.
Solid left back in his day.
He was a solid left back.
Did you see what Rio said though?
Fletcher's two lads surely going to get a few more appearances between now and the end of the season.
10-year contract.
I don't get
Do you want a few odds for the next manager? A few random ones. So favourite.
Tuchel is saying wins the World Cup. I've seen that Rio and Stephen Howson were saying Tuchel wins the World Cup and then takes the Man U job.
No.
The 4 big ones.
Eddie Howe.
No.
All
Premier League experience. So Glasner's the favourite, just over 2-1.
Well, he wants out, doesn't he?
Maresca.
I see him waiting for City, mate.
Well, does he know that Ruben Barada from the City? I don't know. Does he know them from that Wilcox and that from that day from the City days? I don't know.
Iraola.
I can see Iraola as well.
And what about Emery? Unai Emery?
Yeah, I seen a few people linking him to it.
I don't know why you'd leave Villa for United at the minute. I know that's a mad shout. I'm saying it out loud. I think Villa have got something good. I don't know why you...
Villa have lost their technical staff, haven't they? Monchi and all that's gone from Villa.
Have they?
So,
Monchi's gone, yeah.
Yeah, but they're just not Man United, are they? No disrespect to Villa, they're just not Man United. Like Man United, whether we like it or not, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Liverpool, Man United...
I can see Emre, you know.
But interestingly, no odds from around Europe. Like the lowest odds from outside the Premier League or with Premier League experience is Xavi, and you can get 20-1 on him.
But do we think Xavi
doesn't
know the Premier League, never played in it? I'm not listening. He was a world class player, never played in it, never coaching it. You're jumping out of the frying pan into the fire there. Like Zidane was linked with it, and I go,
I don't think Zidane's
can't speak English.
But again, he's not. What does he know? Like he knows loads about Real Madrid and France, but what the fuck English? Does he know about a cold rainy day
Zidane
in Manchester?
Can't speak English.
No. What? Zidane's an ego massager. That's he's not a. United need more, and I think Emre is a great shout.
Glasner. Michael Oliver Glasner for me would make the most sense if you said to me, based on Man United have recruited for a back three, so you're looking at it going Mason Mount. Can't play in the 2 in midfield. Casemiro can't play in the 2 in midfield.
No.
Kobe Mino can't play in the 2 in the midfield. Fernandes can't play in the 2 in the midfield. So I'm going Man United, and you also look at Harry Maguire, Delete, Nazarui, Luke Shaw, Martinez. You go, well, they're not really a back four. They're going to Harry Maguire and Delete look like they need at least another fucking centre half on the scene with them.
Glasner just doesn't fit though, like him. Like
Yeah,
they tried. It was the Germany. had
Otmar,
interim.
Ralph Ranier.
Ralph
Ralph
Ranier.
Ranier, like he fits that kind of profile.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Even the Van Gaal profile. I think United just need something more dynamic.
It's
like
not
even
also
Southgate.
that though, like,
Southgate fits that profile of just being too shrewd. Do you know what I mean?
But Southgate's last club job was Middlesbrough, where he got them relegated.
Fucked, yeah.
So it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, with the greatest respect to international football, it's a fucking lot easier until you get to the latter stages of competitions than the Premier League is.
You've got to look at managers and think, who can get United back challenging in the Premier League?
I don't think.
Can we rule out Klopp here?
Yes, we're ruling out Klopp.
I don't think. I don't think.
You don't think Klopp would take it?
No.
I don't think Fletcher's a bad appointment because he's been around the squad. And Joe, I'd like your opinion on this, because when
I
you've
think
got
he's not a
that
bad
many
appointment.
big characters in the squad, Fernandes, Casemiro, is it easier to have a coach with no experience and let the players do the most of like the on-field decisions?
There's a few
than it
egos
is?
in that team, though, you know.
Because it
Manchester
looks to me that
United.
Fernandes, he calls the shots anyway.
Yeah,
with
right,
his
I'm gonna-
body
yeah.
language.
Manchester United.
What's he like, Fletcher? Person, you know what? You've met?
It's all right.
No, what is
but again, like, he's not the man. He can't handle it.
Not what I mean.
Listen,
Can he handle it?
When he was a player for Man United, don't forget, he had that colitis, didn't he? And he had to fucking, he couldn't eat, or like he was losing
Yeah.
weight and that. So imagine now you've just put the weight of Manchester United on him, right? He could genuinely, he does not want to be Man United manager. He could well die in the job, right? He doesn't want to be it. I'm telling you, the stress and the fucking process you go through as the manager of Fleetwood Town, Bristol Rovers, never mind Manchester United, which is in a fucking different solar system. Fletcher's been doing Man United under 18s, and he's been obviously coaching his lads and being a good player and being in and around it. But there's a completely different fucking stress and pressure on you and expectation. And also, he hasn't got any fucking experience. I've seen him beat someone. I think they beat Man United under 18s, turned someone over in the Youth Cup, and he went on the pitch and was talking to the other team in the huddle, which was mad. There's a clip doing the line. This is only weeks ago, Fletcher. So he's gone on.
So he's gone spoke to the other team.
They beat them 1-0 or something, but it was like a lower league team. He's gone to Old Trafford. The Man United under 18s have beat them 1-0, but it's obviously been a close game or something. Knocked them out the Youth Cup. But he's then gone on. They're in the middle of the pitch, and he's gone on and he's speaking to the other team's players, like as if, you know, like Guardiola does.
Like Pep, yeah.
And I've gone, hang on a second here. Like, by the way, Fletcher was done. He was a white Ji-Sung Park, when he was a Scottish Ji-Sung Park. Filled every hole for them. Like, Fergie done well with Ji-Sung Park, Fletcher, John O'Shea. They always... But he was one of those Swiss Army players for them. Al Smith a little bit. Now, he's obviously... Fergie will want his boys... Fergie's boys in there. Like, this is the thing. Gary Neville, Sir David, is going to get bored with inter-flamingo nonsense pottery. And he must have give... Messi some assurances that he can get to get him the MLS. They must have told him, like they have to Beckham, you can have your own team.
Defo.
So Messi will be off skis shortly because he hasn't got, after this World Cup, I'm not sure Lionel's going to have the fucking the ambition to get to the next
he's
one.
He's not going to have the belly for it, is he?
Well, again, him and Ronaldo, like Ronaldo now, it's fucking embarrassing. Like, I'll level with you, I'm watching this Ronaldo in this fucking Saudi nonsense league, playing in front of 14 people, and honest to God, I'm going, why? Like, I get you've got to get to the World Cup, but if either of them are still playing after this World Cup, they should be struck off by the federations. Just saying, lads, you're taking the piss here. You're 40. We're fucking fixing all kinds of fucking salary caps here to get you winning in the MLS. Yeah. We've got fucking all kinds of madness here in Saudi. We're having to sign all fucking 15 million pound a week Brosnich and fucking giving Sadio Mane and João Felix and all that to get Ronaldo another penalty. Did you see the goal he claimed the other day that deflected in off his back?
Oh,
yeah, but
the way he ran off.
This is what's happening. Remember Pele when he had the 1,000 goals for Santos and all that? This is what we're now faced with. We're now going. We're watching the new show. Pele. We've just seen it because Gianni Infantino nonsense Potter has just gone, let's give Donald Trump the fucking Nobel Peace Prize from FIFA. And then Trump's just gone, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go and fucking sweep this Nicholas Mandoro here. Yeah. So the Peace Prize is up in smoke. But Infantino's had to give him the assurances that Ronaldo, firstly, won't get any comeuppance for the old skullduggery that went on back in the day that he's had to under the carpet for in Las Vegas. So he's now allowed back in the country. And also, tell you what, you're not suspended for that flying elbow you threw in it against Ireland.
Who's this?
Ronaldo's now had his ban for the World Cup turned over. So I'm going,
because he's Ronaldo.
Well, do you want Messi and Ronaldo at this World Cup? It's like
It's pantomime now.
It's fucking bizarre.
pantomime.
Yeah.
And football is now turning into, with all these fucking dick Swedes.
What a goal,
Goal,
lad.
that is.
Clap on the telly for that one.
Jordan Ayew,
Ayew.
good
Clap on
finish.
the telly.
Football.
You play with them, brother?
Play with both of them. Play with them at Marseille.
Marseille.
Yeah.
Were they both
Good
there at the
finish.
same time?
Yeah.
Says
Always
that,
knows
to be
where the
fair,
net
yeah.
is, Jordan, to be fair.
The twins?
No,
Lad,
that's-
he's
He's
the
the
one
younger
that's
one, isn't he?
Ryan Mason. I don't know what he's done other than crack his brain open and Daniel Levy have a load of sympathy for him and go, we'll tell you what, we're going to give you a coaching role at Tottenham. Just fucking report back to me, Everton. You fucking see you. Just be a fly on the
I
wall.
don't
in these
know
dressing rooms.
his coaching history.
Well,
Ryan
well,
Mason.
again, he cracked his head like a
I
fucking...
know that.
Cracked his head.
John side.
All right. Levy, because he had his career taken away, he felt a bit of sympathy for him. And then he's just been hanging around Tottenham for about 12 years. Remember, he was the Tottenham assistant,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
no, he got to.
I know, and then he
had an
stepped in.
incident. He had an
But I'm
incident.
saying,
didn't he?
he's just hung around the club for ages. And then people go, fucking hell, you know what? We're shit.
Make us a brew, Ryan.
Right, we're shit. Our stadium's empty. We've fucking just dropped out the league there. I'll tell you what we'll do. You know that team that finished 16th with the fucking top 7 budget? We'll hire some fella who's been hanging around there, changing, picking up slips and all that. And fucking he'll take us to the promised land. Ah, let's
up
get behind
slips.
him. And then you go, fucking hell, we're shit. Well, how did we get that wrong? And I'm going through it here going...
It is mad when
It
you
is.
look at clubs. The amount.
It's why the Premier League's going shit though. Like football
you're right.
is just going shit. And Joe, you called it, to be fair, it's just full of imposters.
It is. It's when you look at the amount of clubs that have fucked the game up.
But it's
To
like
fuck the job up's bad, innit?
why the Champ and League One teams need fucking sporting directors,
They
and
don't.
technical staff.
They don't.
Like-
They just don't. They just don't.
Well, you can't trust the manager anymore, and it's because of your Sir Alex Whiskey knows. You can't trust the manager anymore, and big Sam to the end of the season.
What do you mean getting little
because
brown
of all
envelopes?
the fucking Bunsen burners, because they go, oh, I'm running the club. Tell you what, let's get our Martin in there. You do all the transfers, Marty boy. So we'll have Bebo from Portugal, and we're going to pay you 78 trillion for him. Yeah, we'll have him. Yeah, we'll have him, Bebo. And then the club are like, yeah, we only got 500 grand for Bebo, you know. Or what's his name? Remember him? The big B.
What was his name? Beppe, yeah.
Portuguese, fucking they paid 12 million quid for.
And then the club will have to got like 100 grand for them.
Because we got a Ronaldo in, we go,
Bebe.
oh, Ronaldo, yeah.
Beppe, yeah.
Bebe, 2 B's, innit?
Bebe.
Yeah,
He used to be homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lad, he looked like an anteater. Someone just found an anteater in Portugal and said, right, we're going to fucking sell these. Going to sell this anteater to fucking Man
Man
United.
United,
here.
10
Martin
million
Fitz is
quid.
putting them in. Sir Alex has got these fucking, these resource issues going on with this Irish mob, and we're having this fella off because, as I said to you, there's loads of managers. I remember a Dutch manager taking the Everton job and signing Davy Klaassen nonsense for 40 million. And they were like, that's one for us. So even if we get the bullet from here, we're quids in because the agent of the manager has just pulled off a fucking massive transfer coup to the one of the managers at our clubs, and everybody's got weighed in.
Some of this stuff got read. Gabriel Obertan, remember him? Another one, another
Obertan,
fraud.
to be fair, I played with Obertan at Newcastle.
Was he there when you were there, yeah?
Yeah, he
He
signed
went-
with lads
how
over
did he get to United
Largest
though?
head in football, I reckon.
Lad, he was fast him, you know.
He looked
Like,
like a
he was
full
fast
light
him.
bulb head, didn't he?
Obertan, lad, he had loads.
Is that
Jemba.
Chemba.
Were these like dodgy signings?
hell.
weren't
Anderson.
Anderson
was a bad
was there
one,
for
yeah.
how long? About 8 years.
Anderson done all right
but
for them,
I just
didn't he?
couldn't
Became
get
like
going.
a
He
grafter
only,
for them.
he only had like 100 games for them. That was something
Lad,
8 years.
Kleberson. Remember they took Kleberson?
Kleberson.
People like they only ever remember when, like, obviously the big players you have to get right. So when you look at
Van
when
Nistelrooy's
Fergie
and-
dominated, when Man United basically took Bayern Munich's blueprint and said, any half decent players in the Prem, we're having them.
Yeah, correct.
Dwight York, yeah, gives him.
Wayne Rooney.
Dennis Irwin, yeah, gives him.
Mulaney.
Rooney, yeah, and anyone. We just
Yeah.
go, we're Man United, we're taking.
Sheringham.
So
come
who's
here.
the best manager in the Premier League that Manchester United can take?
Emery.
Yeah. For, like, realistically, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon you're right, Emery.
Because Glasner, you go, they could probably force. I'm looking at it going, the Man
Glasner's
United.
more of a risk than Emery.
Do Manchester United go and take Glasner and do Mark Gay at the same time? Come and say to Gay, we're going to make you the linchpin of this back three. They've got to stick with the back three.
I don't think
Why?
the, I don't think the LGBT
LGBT.
community are like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
signing.
The LGBTQ plus
and by the way, Glasner plays 3-4-3, 5-4-1 without the ball at Palace. Now, he has said,
Emery
if I
mixes
have,
it up.
I know, but also I'm looking at it going, Aston Villa, to give up Unai Emery, are going to want a fortune. Where
Yeah.
Oliver Glasner put the for sale signs up a long time out here.
No
He's
one's
had the
bid.
for sales up. Steve Parish knows Glasner's going. He's not signed a contract at the end of the year. So if you offer Glasner now, 5 million quid to Palace, you could get Glasner out because Parish will go, I'll tell you what, we're going to stay up this year because the fucking Wolves are gone and Burnley are gone.
Yeah.
And
see it out.
It's only one out there. Forest are struggling. West Ham are, so you'd fancy Palace, even though they're fucking not flying. You'd fancy Palace to stay in the league. I wouldn't fancy Palace to go down. So you're looking at it going, right, do we make this decision now? Because it's a decision we're going to have to make as a club in the summer. We're not going to get anything from Glasner, whereas Man United are going to give us 8 million quid now. Yeah. And we get on with the succession plan and that, we just forward that. Whoever we're going to bring in the summer, we just give him 6 months now.
Yeah.
So I could see them doing that. Bournemouth, I can't see Iraola because I think Iraola would be seen as too similar.
I think his stock's gone down anyway.
His stock has dipped a bit, but it's too similar in terms of young. I think Glasner, weirdly, because he's a little bit more experienced, he's had that coaching background in the Bundesliga. I could see Glasner being a realistic fucking target for them.
No, yeah, I can see him being as the target, but I think Glasner, he's just more of a risk than Emery. But
Max Allegri's back in go through the top managers in Europe. Who's out of a job? Top managers.
I think you're right. They're not going to go to Europe. They're going to go to the Premier League.
So they're not going to Xavi and Zidane. Are they going to come here?
No.
And also, is that who Man United need? No. Darren Fletcher's got it. If he gets results in the next 3 games, right, he's got it. If Man United are shit in the next couple of games, which there's a good chance they are, 'cause they've been shit.
Yeah.
It's a toss of a coin with Man U. Then Fletcher, the pressure will come, and where's the fucking manager? Brailsford, Wilcox, Barada, Jim Ratcliffe. How have you not had? If you've said you're going to give him 3 years, how have you not had? Because we've been seeing this coming
a long time, over 12 months.
So they must have smelt this coming. How have they not replaced or certainly had a replacement already lined up? So imagine Man United today go, right, Ruben Amorim's gone, but here's our new manager. You're going, oh, they're not fucking about. They go, I'll tell you what, we're going to give to Darren Fletcher. Right, who's Darren Fletcher managed? Absolutely nobody. He's done our youth cup team. Oh, yeah, well, he's got 2 kids in and out of squad, hasn't he? Yeah, well, obviously, that's going to be fantastic, isn't it? Because now you've got 2 lads in the dressing room, and the other lads are thinking, like, is he going to be telling us our fella what's going on in our dressing room?
Yeah,
it's a fucking mad
one. It's a bit of an.
And then if he gets put on, is he getting put on because by the way, his lad come on and he must be a good player to get through in there at 18. But the amount of times he's sold his wicket,
yeah, I know.
The amount of times he charged out, where any manager be saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" Let's be honest. The fact that there's a load of young kids at Man United that are in and around our first team says how bad Man United are at the minute.
Yeah,
because them kids. You should have the odd one. Like, you've got that young kid, Rio, there.
Yeah, because got one.
He looks like he's a talented kid who's fucking right in that grey area of he's too good for the 23s. But it's a different entity to play for Liverpool. If he was at Everton, if he was at Brentford, he'd be starting every week.
Yeah, he'd be playing.
And also, while I'm on the topic of it, can I just say how well fucking Keith Andrews has done at Brentford and their juggernaut? Absolutely snotted.
It's mad, isn't it?
I told you that's why I want rid of Moyes. I know we got the win at Forest.
I told you Moyes' win was a purple patch. I told you.
No, well, that's what he does.
We got battered by Forest.
He'll win away from home again. He'll go and park the bus and nick a 1-0, and he'll do it a couple more times this season, but that's the 3rd time we've been snotted at home now.
But this is the thing, though. We know what we're going to get with him. And are we okay with that? Because the alternative is Frank Lampard or dice ball at the end. Like Marco Silva. So we anytime we try Mike Walker, anytime we try anything a little bit creative, Walter Smith, it doesn't fucking work for us. So what works for us is 5-4-1, 4-5-1, Moyes ball.
Moyes ball, yeah. No, you're right. It
must be when we're at home now, because obviously watched all of the game, but we're trying to attack, but we just haven't got the players good enough.
Yeah,
Barry's shit, isn't he? Let's be honest. Barry is crap. I know he scored again. And I'm not having this dibbling. I can't have this dibbling.
Was awful. McNeil was awful. But when they're required to run the bollocks off in a game and shut down lanes and close people down, they're good at it.
Have a go at it, yeah.
It was a weird one. Did you not think that Jack Grealish? I was a bit disappointed in Grealish and what went on there. Something went right there. He was out and about with his boyos, and then next minute missed the Everton game.
Yeah, Jack's just being Jack, wasn't he? That was Jackie boy.
But again, as a footballer, if you want to get in the World Cup squad and you want to.
You can't go spending.
Everton have made the big fuss
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I just would have.
Can you not stay out of Stringfellows for a couple of weeks, couple of months? Like,
You just have to give him a big
looking at a
fine, didn't you?
bird sit or having a fucking couple of sherbets, like Christmas period, you just know as a player, I have to live like a Tibetan monk here.
Or you go and get your own gaff and get them to you.
No.
You can afford
You
it.
just-
If you want to have loads of lappies around you, go and get. You don't go in public and take all your mates there.
Can you do that?
No, you get your Christmas night out
You've done
in
that.
fucking Mykonos.
I was invited.
in May
Yeah,
or June. Do
you're
you mean?
right.
Or,
You're right.
You
but
have to have that now. Now, especially in the Christmas period, you can't take the ale on board. The teams that I'm seeing, the Premier League, this where slots coming and stuff. The Premier League is a physical league, running data. The team that runs the most of the time will be
winners.
the team that wins the game.
Yeah.
Only know that because Dice used to bang on about it. Now, if
Sunderland.
you're running the most and you've got the best players, well, that's almost,
Yeah, the golden ticket.
which was Liverpool, Man City. Even when I look at Arsenal here, lads, the fact that they can, we're cleared. The fact that they can rotate their team, so Trossard knows after 60 minutes, if I'm not fucking having a right pop at these here,
I'm off.
Martinelli's coming on.
Yeah.
So Arteta and Stan Kroenke and the LA fucking Rams guys have poured in £1 billion in players. They give Arteta carte blanche to fucking clear anyone out. If you remember with the Aubameyang, when Aubameyang weren't doing what was necessary or turn up late, shipped.
Get to fuck, yeah.
Right? They've then hit the bar a couple of seasons and gone, right, well, we need to go and buy Noni Madueke. We've already got Bakary Saka, so he's going to play it, but we need Madueke. So that's Martinelli and Trossard. Both of them. Whoever doesn't play there is starting in most teams outside. I think both of them would start for Liverpool.
Right now.
Yeah, they would.
Madueke and Saka would
I
start
like
for
I
Liverpool.
Madueke.
like Madueke, but his numbers aren't there. Though,
I know,
are
but
they?
I'm saying he would get a game for Liverpool now.
Yeah, 100%.
Right now,
And
he would, yeah.
I would say Trossard would.
On the left,
I wouldn't.
I'd have
rule out
Trossard left
Martinelli
and-
over Gakpo.
I'd have Trossard left and Madueke on the right now because Salah's not there. But Madueke's a good player for me. But is he all fart, no
See,
poo?
I think that's where Liverpool should be. Liverpool should be trying to get Martinelli out of Arsenal.
Did never let him
I'm not
go.
going
Did
to
never
sell
let
to
him go.
Liverpool, are they?
Lad, Liverpool should be saying to Martinelli, come here, with your speed, we will make you a fucking
It's
superstar.
unrealistic,
Don't
though,
need-
isn't it?
You're desperate for someone off that left-hand side.
Slot doesn't like speed. Slot
saying,
doesn't.
You've
we
lost
don't run.
Diaz, you've lost Mane. Liverpool attack with pace from wide areas, right?
Not no more. We don't.
Well,
Who?
again, because you've
Not no more.
bought
We haven't bought.
you've bought this myth, German myth.
He's a 10. He's a 10/8 for me. He's an Odegaard. That's what he is for me.
He's 2.
He's not a winger.
I don't
He's
know
not
where
a-
he plays that. He's a 5-a-side player. 20 passes, a goal player. In
He's a-
possession was a goal.
What's going on with McAllister? Why is
Well,
he
he's got
getting
one
hit?
as last
Yeah,
one.
he's got as Joe said before. He's one of them players who gets the belly full after lifting one trophy.
Mach.
Yeah,
Oh, he started
World Cup
slow. I
winner.
reckon he's been alright the last few games.
he's not. He's been crap.
He hasn't been
He's
that bad.
been
He was
crap.
terrible. He was crap at the start of the season.
Doesn't mean playing, has he?
No, he's been.
He has. He started the last few.
Curtis Jones has took a spot because Curtis Jones deserved to.
No, he's been playing
He
a
started
full
the last.
time.
He started the last. He started the last game. The other one, but he's one of them players.
Maybe I'm
it
just
looks
comparing
like
it to a shit start. That he had.
it looks like that. He's just got. He's one of them players who just not. I wouldn't say down tools is harsh, but he's just got his belly a bit full with this Premier League and the World Cup's like, yeah, I've done it now, and I've made it. And to be honest, if someone come in for him, I wouldn't be adverse to selling him.
Mach.
Yeah,
Oh, I love him, me.
I know because he was
Saudi, only
great.
go Saudi though or somewhere in Barca maybe.
I love
Barca
him.
can't afford no
That's
one,
that
can
kind
he?
of Real Madrid. He was
He's
linked
one
with
of my
Real
He
favourite
Madrid.
needs
players.
someone-
Last season, he's my favourite player.
Would they take him as like a Tony Cruz, Modric kind of replacing to that first receiver for them?
Is he like,
It's,
is he like
it's slow enough. It's slow enough to eat.
is he
Slow
as good as
enough.
as good as
Lad,
Modric?
that
Is he?
picture of Amarin going out for his walk after
Brilliant.
after he's just been
Yeah,
potted.
he's
Yeah.
getting about £8 million there. Pay up.
7.5 million. Got,
That
yeah.
he's getting, yeah.
Yeah.
Must while we're on give incredible. And I know he keeps getting the fucking the tweets all the time. Every time somebody plays or comes on a sub who's been born before he was born. But James Milner goes from 2026 to 2002 when he made his debut. Some fucking going at in the Premier League, you know. Every single season in the Premier League.
That's just pure down to looking after himself. To
He
me.
looks the
Never had
same.
the bevy.
Does.
Few
never
less
had the
spots in
pints.
that.
Look,
Replace
he
his
looks-
spots with his
he
with a
looks
beard.
the
He
same.
looks exactly the same.
Yeah, he's a
he
freak,
just
isn't
looks after himself so well.
But again, cultural.
Doesn't
Cup of tea,
Bevy or
biscuit.
not? No.
No,
Never had a
Bevy.
pint, lad. Yeah, never had a pint.
He has a Ribena or a fucking cup of tea.
So like we were talking about Jack Grealish there,
Yeah.
who loves a pint. Look at the difference in standards.
Professional.
Do you fear
food.
for Grealish after his career?
Someone just said that in the chat.
No, not really. No. I
Gaza,
mean,
Gaza vibes.
no, I don't get that. I mean, it was an interesting. Did you see the John
Got
Joe
Gaza
Shelby
vibes.
thing this week about saying he was addicted to sleeping tablets and all that? I think he's done an under the cosh.
Yeah,
Saying-
you know what? I put it on last night when I went to bed and I fell asleep too quick.
Everyone's forgot about.
Must be good
This is
there.
a good chance. Is Carl and Grant? Oh, what a
Great
finish,
finish.
lad.
That's what Gakpo should have done against Fulham.
By the
What,
way,
when he took
that's
on his
hell
left
of a
foot?
goal.
Oh.
Boom there.
That's hell of a goal, lad.
There's a great finish.
Do you know what? I'd take
Oh.
him at Everton.
Please get offside then.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
take
always
him
done well in the championship.
Yeah, I
hasn't
like
he?
Who is it?
He's a 20 goal season
Carlo
champion.
Grant.
Carlo
Is
Grant.
that Huddersfield in the Prem?
Yeah.
Talk
Um,
about fucking
good
Liverpool
finish that,
shit
by the way.
signings. These when they signed West Brom's
Lad,
wingers.
that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Lad, they're taking Nel
Honestly,
Mopai.
lad.
They were going through the other day. I know I said Keith Andrews, what a job he's doing at Brentford at the minute, right? But
Come from
when
nowhere,
you
that.
think of Brentford and the recruitment model, Matthew Benham, Brentford have gone Andre Gray, goal scoring machine,
Andre, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sold to Burnley. Then they went Neil Mopai,
Yeah.
goal scoring machine. Ivan Toney, they replaced him with, never played in the champ, scored a load of goals, goes in there.
Ollie Watkins.
Fucking
Ollie
Watkins.
yeah.
Like, everywhere they turn,
Some finish that.
goals. This fucking Thiago, they've unearthed another
Johan
fucking
Wissa.
netter.
I know.
Wissa.
How much is
Yeah.
Thiago worth
Yeah.
now? 80 million?
No.
Well, if,
Yeah,
if
he'd
Isaac,
be-
if
he'd be double
Isaac's
his
150,
20,
that's
20.
over 200 million. If
Thiago.
Isaac, if we're saying Isaac's 150, we're saying 300 million for this
Shit,
fucking
talk
fella.
about fucking Isaac and Wales, mate. Sick of it.
But again, you
He's
have to
24.
accept how bad Isaac's been.
Thiago's 24 and he's bossing the Prem.
Fucking hell, 24.
He's 80 million quid, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Easy.
maybe.
Easy.
Yeah.
But again, it's only going to be you're going to looking at one window, and then Spurs, Man City don't need one because they got Ireland. Liverpool won't take one because of Ekatike and Isaac. But you're looking at like fucking Newcastle if they want to get back into the, like you're looking at it going, they'll get Brentford will easy get 80, 90 million for that fella.
What's he at with Arsenal?
Fucking hell, no, Arsenal surely can't find on strike. Yeah, you never know. Yeah,
Listen, if
still
got-
win it this year.
if
Yeah,
they
you
sell,
never know,
if they
yeah.
they've got to ship on Jesus soon, haven't they? So they need three strikers. Arsenal.
Where does he go? Back to Brazil?
Yeah, he goes back to Brazil. So they've got to ship Jesus out. So if they had Gochares, Thiago, and Havertz as their three forwards,
What's happened to have it?
he's been injured, hasn't he?
Yeah, he said, didn't he? But the other bad injury, was it his knee?
Yeah, I think at the start of the season, done his knee bad. I think it was his knee. Done his knee bad, I think.
He shite
While
anyway.
we're on the topic of it, and I know this is a thing that's obviously been a big bone of contention with Jews. I
Don't
see.
say Isaac again.
No, I seen a fellow member of the Red Empire, of the Red Army,
Yeah.
talking about not wanting to sign Mark Gay because of his
Because
he- Who?
Mark Gay.
Because he was gay.
Mark, why are you gay?
Yeah. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Gay boy.
Because he had a I love Jesus on his rainbow armband.
Yeah, it's you know what? To be fair to the Liverpool Twitter, if you call them, they absolutely caned him for it.
Who is this guy?
I'm not got a
Was
clue.
it-
I've never heard of him,
Fuck
but I
his
know
name.
Is
obviously
he
the
Liverpool? Is it like an Uphill Gardeners podcast for Liverpool fans?
No, the Anfield Raps, decent podcast. There's some
Anfield
decent.
WAP.
The Anfield, there's some
How
decent
do you
lads.
spell it, with the W or an R?
And with a W,
Anfield WAP.
TAW. No, to listen to some decent, the lads go the game home and away.
You can't
Do you know?
be
Do you know?
Liverpool fans.
Do you know the stuff? And I've never seen that kid before.
You want to drink?
Oh,
and
nice,
but
yeah.
all of a sudden, like, we can't sign Gay because he wore a night.
Pass that out there, lad.
He had this I love Jesus. But what the mad thing is probably we've got two players at Liverpool who are probably absolutely Bible bashing 10 Hail Marys a day more than Gay and Alisson and Gakpo. So it's like it's just mad that they just
Yeah,
think.
Cass, bring Dolly in here.
Yeah,
That,
you're gonna
that's
have
not a
to,
bad shout.
Let it
What's his name? The Sunderland manager, Regis Lebris. Would he not be a shout
just let
for,
it go. Let it go.
He just
let it go.
seems to he seems to have Sunderland just running a
got
lot.
a new member of the
and-
Common Sense crew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. We got a new member. Unbelievable footballer, this little bitch. Dolly.
Oh, gorgeous girl.
You zooming in on her?
Gorgeous girl.
Want to see her play football? Honest to God. Game as a badger for the fuzzy.
Better than Cass.
Yeah, I'm trying to register now in a few dog leagues and a few for young.
Parkland.
Because it's only a matter of time for the dog cosplay. Like Liverpool are going to have a dog cosplay team, surely. And by the way, what a player she is.
Really, yeah?
Honestly, want to see her with the ball.
Both-footed.
Get stuck in head first and all that. Got a few options, haven't you, girl? But yeah, I think
Playing
she's
for your
one for the
team,
future. She's a little bitch to watch for the future, that's for sure. Aren't you, girl? Want to be a boss footy player, aren't you? Just like your dad, like your granddad. Right, we'll let her go.
Off she goes.
Yeah, but that Mark Gay nonsense was...
Yeah, but
I just can't get it.
So, like, what I can't believe here is that anybody has allowed him to have that opinion to say, hang on a minute, mate. If I'm in a dressing room and,
Imagine
right, I'm in a dressing room and we go, right, we need to strengthen our team. We're thinking about winning the league, want to win the Champions League and all that. And some fella comes in and goes, well, we can't sign him. We're not signing him because he doesn't like gay people. It's like, hey, you, uphill gardener, outside and watch the fucking ice skating or the ballerina or fucking dance in the garden, make snow angels. Get out now. We're talking about footy to us. Out. And the fact that he is now thinking, oh yeah, we can't sign him because that's against gays. It's like, no, it's not against gays.
He's upset the LGBTQ XYZ plus underscore @ community.
Mark Gay's saying, I'm a Christian man. Right? He's a Christian, isn't he? He's a God, He's a God man. And he's saying, I love Jesus. I don't really want to wear this armband because of what it represents, and I don't agree with it. But I'm going to wear it. I'm just going to put on it so people understand that I actually do love Jesus.
Well, Alison said something similar in the past. Said, listen, I'm a God, but I'm wearing it.
Next minute you got some Herbert saying, we can't sign him. We're not signing him because I've got shut up, you. Not to do with you. Go and play with your Barbies while the fucking lads fucking sort the footy out. Fucking imbecile. Giving your fucking tuppence worth. Go and plait Ken's hair. Go and comb Ken's hair. Dress Ken up in dresses. Fucking about here talking about footy to us. Anyway, I did enjoy it because... Great effort. I did enjoy it, and the reason I enjoyed it is I knew I was a Liverpool fan. And you can't imagine, can you, a world where Liverpool fans, right, on their day off, on a Sunday, over New Year, are going into Bramley-Moore Superdome, Fortress Bramley-Moore,
Tesco,
and videoing Everton fans going down the finger at our time because we're getting beat, like, and then buzzing off the stewards and all that. I'm like, when did you ever see an Evertonian getting a ticket for a Liverpool game and going in the stadium and filming the Liverpool fans? Like when I went to Notts Forest game, right? I could have got my phone. I was like, going, Liverpool fans getting off around me, not even Scousers these 3-0 down, which is all where. But you should do like Liverpool fans, right? Liverpool have just won the league. You have won multiple European Cups. Why are any of us hanging round the Bramley-Moore Superdome? Videoing our fans getting a ticket for our game, videoing our fans leaving the ground early because we're getting beat at home.
That's not what happened
by Brentford.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Campbell, please explain before he just keeps talking.
Yeah,
an Everton fan filmed his own fans.
No, he's a Liverpool fan, lad. If you listen to the full video,
he goes, they're all on and I'm a copite.
Who said that?
He says at the end of it, they're all on the fact that I'm a copite. Right at the end of it, see, can't even accept when they've been sending terrorists into our stadium to film propaganda like that.
It's AI.
The last bit must be AI.
Honestly,
the last bit's AI.
Imagine we done that. Like, imagine we were the top dogs in the city. We've just won the league and we're sending in rogue agents to get a ticket and film yous coming out. We wouldn't even be asked to buy us. Do you see any of our fans at Tranmere or Marine games videoing their fans when they're getting shellacked at half time? No. Why are you obsessed with us? Something wrong with you aren't well.
But why did you all get off at half time?
Because we're getting beat fucking 3-0 like Brentford.
No.
Can't blame them.
To be fair, I probably would have got off myself.
And it's freezing. Have you seen how cold that stadium is? It must have been minus.
Do you know the worst thing about the stadium for Everton is the proximity to town? Because everyone just wants to get on it.
Bad. My bird's not letting me go anymore.
It's bad. It's that bad. Everyone's just like
that when you never.
Especially them night games.
Do you know how hard it is being an Evertonian? Sometimes the only way through it.
I haven't got a clue.
The only way through it is to get yourself intoxicated because you go. If I got to watch Moyes play 4-5-1 for the next 15 years, like, is Moyes going to just sign another Fellaini type? Are we going to play 4-5-1 and we get a Martin Roll as a Fellaini? Like, is that where we're going? Because that's all he's got. I don't know.
You have to grab this some way because...
Yeah, I was banging on there. I don't know what else Moyes has got in. Like, I respect and love Moyes for the job he's done for Everton, but I'm not really.
He's not got many
sure
strings to his bow, has he?
What other songs he knows?
He hasn't got many strings to his bow, Moyes. You know what you get with Moyes. You know what you get. It's like a Sean Dyche. You know what you're gonna get.
I said, I put in the chat, didn't I? I had to go out and get Maresca, or at least try and get him right now.
Maresca, I think he's swerving for City, mate. That's why he got sacked anyway, so we know that.
What's his affiliation with Everton? What?
Is City, you mean?
And it looks like we're going to go from Moyes to Leighton Baines, and I go, oh,
no, I can't. Leighton Baines hasn't got
what
the
is going on at
cojones
football, lads, where Darren Fletcher's the Man United manager?
Love Leighton Baines, but
he's not got
But
that
again, lads,
managerial.
this is how lazy these people are, these sporting directors who go, fucking hell, right, we get rid of the manager here, the manager's copping the flat, let's remove him. I want to stay in situation here because I'm signing all the players, I'm fucking giving the manager options. Manager wants a left back, here's the 3 options you can have. Manager wants a right winger, here's the 4 options you can have. Right, my job's to close the deals, keep the agents, smooth the agents, keep the owners on board. But ultimately, that can get his head chopped off every time results and our recruitment makes results go sour. So we're getting a world where these people at clubs insulate themselves and they suck up to all these little creepy crawlers, suck up to the head honcho here, waiting for the scraps on the table, the seagulls following the trawler, and it's full of rat bastards who actually don't have the best interests of the club at heart. They're just waiting to be the king and get on the king's throne. It's Game of Thrones. And what we're ending up with is absolute nonsense potters getting in situ at clubs, and it's costing millions and millions of pounds to sack these fucking imbeciles. Because all anyone does now, they go, right, let's take Pep Guardiola's assistant. Fucking fucking hell, never thought about that.
There's no
right,
thought
which coaches
process
do well? Let's just take their assistant.
So what
let's take their head of recruitment. Let's take their players.
What are we saying? I know
they haven't got an original fucking thought in their heads.
Right.
They just rob other people's stuff.
Liam Messina
Done all right at Hull. Was obviously I'm hearing he was Rooney's. He done all the coaching for Rooney at Derby.
So that's what I know, and he's done
really well. Part of the Chelsea system. But
as he got that personality to manage Chelsea.
He done well at Hull in a bit of a mad club with a mad owner. And then what happened was they were in and around the shake-up for the Championship promotion in and around the January. And if you remember, they took a few fucking big hitters on loan. He took one out of Liverpool, who's got a move
Cavallo,
He went and took a few big hitters on loan, so all have spent fortunes on wages, and it backfired. They didn't get promoted. I think they missed out on the playoffs on the last day of the season. Then someone's gone on in the background, whether he's, whatever it was, and they've removed them. Hull have got worse. Paid the noise. Hull have got worse and are now getting better. Do that outside. Hull have got worse and are now getting better under this Serbian coach, I think, who's gone in there. But they had a real chance, and Rosinia was backed and failed to get them promoted. Now, Rosinia's then stock's relatively high. He's ended up nicking a decent move to Strasbourg. And by the way, he's done a decent job at Strasbourg.
He's done a very good job.
But Strasbourg is part of this Chelsea kind of moving part group. Now, I'm looking at it going, well, it's a strange one for me because do I think he's ready for the Chelsea job? Absolutely not.
No.
But then he's a young black coach. Chelsea got loads of black players. He speaks really well. He's got to hit the ground running because I think there's a lot of young black lads who are playing for clubs who would want a black manager to do well.
I think that's a good shout. I didn't even think of that. It's more like relatable to like
Reece James and that. I think it looks like they liked Maresca because the way they threat the guy yesterday. Go ahead, just throw that. The way they threat the guy yesterday. Watch them wires. You going to bed?
Got an intruder.
You going to bed?
Oh, snuggies.
See you in the morning. Got a snow day. It's school closed down. The heat went down in school. Got a snow day today.
Wish you got that. Wish you got
that. So what happened?
Is that for? Got one?
He's got one. Right. Close that door for us.
Thank you. But don't you think it's mad the way players? I know a lot of Chelsea fans don't even want him. But how's like someone like John Terry not been in the mix for that job?
Do you want my honest answer?
It's because the black players don't want him.
Well, it hasn't been. He's allegedly called someone fucking black cunt, hasn't he? That's what he said.
That's alleged.
Who said that?
What
John Terry.
What's he alleged to have said to Anton?
I know, but didn't he said
fuck off, you black cunt or something?
Something like that. But he said to them, like, do you think I called you a black cunt or something?
Well, we've all seen the footage, haven't we?
Yeah, I've seen the footage.
we've all seen the footage, so we've all gone over this multiple times.
Yeah, we've said it all
Now,
the time.
also, Chelsea have had... So, think if you're John Terry, right, and you've been doing the kids... He's obviously desperate to get back in. The fact he's doing ball bag league, he's got one of the Dragons, then fucking Peter Jones giving him a bit of advice.
Yeah.
I think they're doing a PR campaign to try and get everyone to forget.
He's just been playing paddle with
he said
Jimmy
what he
Floyd
said.
Hasselbank as well.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Bobby Zamora's a big pal of his, Sidwell and all that. They're all pals of his from the junior team they played for, Zenrab,
yeah.
back in the day. So, look, Ashley Cole will be on the scene. There'll be loads of fucking black lads who John Terry's played with, Drogba and all that, who'll tell you John Terry's not a racist, but he's been caught on the telly basically saying whatever he said.
Yeah.
So, whether or not, the way it's been handled, there's going to be some people who think he is racist because of what he said, and there's going to be some people who think no, he's not, because of the history and experience he's got. But I think there's something else lingering in the background that maybe we don't know about.
Okay,
the fact that Chelsea have
not
turned to him at any point.
Yeah, there's more
and they've gone to Lampard. Now, Dean Smith, for me, is a bit of a soft manager. Like he needs a few people to tickle his balls because he never had a big career. And I think the appointment of John Terry at Aston Villa was a bit of giving him kudos. And there's a big ploy, as I say, to get John Terry a big job, because legitimately he could well be Chelsea manager and England manager in the future. Now, the problem's going to be the world's too PC and too woke, and you can't have called a high-profile player what he's alleged to have called him.
Get him to the toffees.
Well, the fact that Rio's left the country says to me, Sir David and the Qataris are going to fucking try and... The Ratcliffe mob have been ripped off from Man United, whatever they've paid for it and whatever they're pumping into it, and they're clearly not getting any better. They're going to put more money in again when they have to...
they're going to just...
When they have to realise that Darren Fletcher isn't the fucking man to take them forward, because he's inexperienced and it's a big job.
Yeah.
They need a total rebuild. Barada needs to go. Wilcox needs to go. I would suggest that Brailford and all the other fucking Jim Ratcliffe crew clean out. I think Man United need to sell to the Qataris, get that unlimited pot of money to come in. So David can leave fucking the nonsense potters out there. That's going to run itself. You just leave fucking Mascherano and the RG mob there running it. They're going to win every year if Messi stays there. Just let Messi fucking sporting director or something, Suarez.
Just sign new deals, right?
Send Phil Neville out there to fucking keep it ticking over, keep the plate spinning. But Man United, for me, is what they're after. They're after Manchester United, their Qatari firm. Their route map into that is Beckham, because of his cozying up to the Royals and cozying up to the PSG mob. He knows them well. They're going to come in, I think, and they're going to make a massive play at Manchester United. Sheikh Yazim or whatever.
I wouldn't be shocked if he did.
But it's the only one who's got the money, because they're the ones who can redevelop Man United Stadium, right? The Qataris are the only one who can come in and say, right, here's 10 billion quid, here's 4 billion for a new stadium, here's 3 billion to spend on the fucking team and the training ground, and away we go.
Yeah, no, yeah. I can see your point, and I wouldn't put it past you. But you think that they're gonna?
But they got no choice, because Daniel Levy is they're trying to ship Spurs. They're trying to sell Spurs because they can't compete with the oil money. So the Boston Fenway Group that run Liverpool are a global sports franchise. Your nation states who you're competing against, even the Saudis have figured out the political ramifications of that at Newcastle. So in reality, the only people who can put Manchester United back onto that big table competing Champions League level again, which is where they've got to be. Chelsea don't have to be there. Chelsea aren't, like, I remember Chelsea being shit, Kerry Dixon and all that. Man City the same.
They were close to
going
Man
bump. United and Liverpool have got this tradition and this history hanging over them that says you have to win your major league. You have to be competing in the Champions League because that is the brand. Now, Man United have competed because of the financial capabilities they've had, because of this enormous success they had under Sir Alex Ferguson. But that is starting to be less and less. And also, the longer you big clubs get from a trophy, all the Hooray Henrys, all the armchair fanboy supporters who fucking are not from Manchester, not from Liverpool, they go where the trophies go. That next generation of fans, and Man United are getting further away from major trophies.
But don't you think it's mad the way... I agree with what you're saying. about the fans and the change of the fans. But City have been around now for, how long are we saying? 20? About 15 years?
10 years.
No, at the top, 15.
10 years.
2012 they won the league.
10 years.
2012 was when you on what City did you say? Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, 2012 was when they fucking
Won the league.
Joe won them the league.
What's on that thing there? What's on the shirt there? What's on the David Silver armlet there? What year is that?
Armlet.
On the side.
13, 14.
13,
So
14.
that's
they
when
won,
they won that league there.
So City have been at it 10,
10 years.
winning.
Okay.
Right, winning.
You'd think they would have had... They've had an influx of fans, but they haven't really took over United, have they?
What's City's tradition before Pep Guardiola? Give me Man City's tradition that carries it round the world.
There isn't one.
There's not.
Yeah.
So you haven't got a Matt Busby. You haven't got a Sir Alex Ferguson. You know what I mean? That Liverpool, Shankly, that goes all around the world. When you're winning European Cups, when you're winning... Like City have won a European Cup.
Yeah.
Chelsea have won a European Cup.
Got a
right?
few, yeah.
So that takes you around the world. You get fans in America and India, makes you a
China.
massive club. Now Man United, because of the Busby babes, because of the Munich air disaster and the story around the club,
George Best going after that. You got a
Liverpool the same because of all the stuff that's around the ethos of the club. Liverpool, Man United, they're in a category of clubs along with, as I said, Real and Barca, that very few clubs can get to. Now, every manager who goes in is going to be thinking, if I can fucking get this right here.
Yeah.
Like Fergie, it took Fergie a load of time and a load of tweaking to get it right. And then he had to keep tweaking it to keep it right. Now, Wilfred Nancy has just been sacked after 4 weeks as a manager here. Something is mentally ill with the game, because I did think it was a mad appointment from a mad league, but you also have to give the fella time to fucking implement his strategy. You have to. How can anybody show you what they're about without a recruitment window? How do you spring a manager in, not let him recruit, and then sack him?
It can't be that. It couldn't have been that bad.
Something must have happened at the club to be someone saying, I reckon it's the players. The players have
Mutinied.
just said, get this.
So the lunatics are now running the asylum then.
Well,
if you bring a manager in that you've headhunted, right?
Yeah.
Who was it?
But they've sacked the head hunter.
Who was it
Well,
who
again-
didn't get out of pre-season for Leverkusen? Ten Hag.
Oh, Ten Hag, yeah.
Ten Hag didn't get out of pre-season.
Because the players just like, well, that's Ten Hag, we know.
Not having it.
But again, this is the era now of player power, where you go,
Oh, yeah, massive
like,
player power.
I'm looking at Dyche Forest going, he's got to start picking up, surely.
But
Because Marinakis is a fucking firecracker of a manager.
Look, even I know it says that, but we did say before Alonso got the job at Real Madrid, I said definitely, I don't think Madrid and Alonso were a good match. They need an ego rub, and straight away, Vinny Jr.'s clash with Alonso.
Yeah.
Straight away.
You did say that, yeah.
So they need an ego rubber manager rather than a tactical manager.
There's no ego.
No, I know what Leverkusen I'm saying.
Real Madrid, there's going to be loads of egos. If he went to Liverpool, he would have been running into Van Dijk and Mo Salah's ego this year.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Where the big players are, the big egos are. The best managers find a way. Your Ancelottis, your Jurgen Klopps, your Fergies, they find a way, even Wenger, of unlocking that. But when I look through a team, you'd have to have a healthy balance of the chips are down and we're shit here. Can we get a result? Right? The only team that looked like they can do that to me in the Premier League at the minute is Arsenal.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
City, I go, fucking hell, they just haven't got that air of invincibility.
And they just lost the 2 centre-halves for a month or so.
But also, I think their manager, in terms of Arteta, has held them back for a number of years. So, are we going through an era where we're going, actually, we've actually got loads of shit managers here. And the reason we've got loads of shit managers is we keep fucking sacking people all the time unless they come in and start winning every game.
Yeah, I know.
Do you reckon Nuno's got long left?
That's a mad one. That I thought Nuno was keeping West Ham up, no problem.
They were bad against Wolves.
They're just bad.
God.
They are just bad. I think Wolves are going to turn it round.
No, they're not.
No,
Stop.
I'm saying the way they played against us, we're shit, to be fair.
Yeah, we are.
But then,
shit.
who did they get beat by someone as well?
Oh,
but
you got them next, haven't you?
Yeah.
They actually looked alright against us.
No, at all. Even worse.
Yes, they did. They looked okay.
Did they play someone else? Did they play someone else?
Arsenal.
And what was it? 2 own goals or something?
Arsenal, they got 2 own goals, and one was a late goal from.
Could they stay up now? No, impossible.
Yeah,
Gone.
it's done.
Impossible.
Gone.
Not a chance.
Gone. You can't have that many points.
You need 30. What do you say? 36.
You've got
five.
the Forest
The
get that
greatest
game.
goal.
No, they've got 5.
Well, no, because no one below them can fucking can win a game.
Well, one of our long-time
get the
members,
chat up,
Dave, the Forest fan,
Yeah.
and he reckons the losses were against City at home, against us when they
fingered us.
twatted us. But they twatted, they had a right go at City as well.
They had a right go with City, but they
And who else have they lost to their own? Villa,
Forest.
Villa.
Forest and us.
Yeah, but
Villa,
Everton, did they
Forest,
have
City.
21 shots against Everton?
Yeah, and equally against Villa and City, they give them a good go.
Fucking
So
battered us.
he's claiming it's not as bad as
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
it
okay.
seems.
At Forest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
reckons
I
they can
know,
put in
the thing that
3-4
worries
winning
me
game.
about Forest, though, the thing that worries me is they've got a Thursday night competition that they can win, which keeps you going on a Thursday night, because if your league performance isn't quite right, next minute you go, fucking hell, I've got to win some games here, Dice, I've got to win some games to stay in the job, because this Maranachas is a fucking loose cannon. So you've got to compete on a Thursday night. All of a sudden, you're getting 24 hours, 48 hours less recovery on the Tuesday Champions League teams, or the teams who haven't played during the week, your Man Uniteds, and you're on a massive physical disadvantage for the weekend. Forget the ball, throw the ball off the pitch, right? Who wins the physicality?
Yeah.
You're seeing it now. The physicality is starting
massive.
to fucking pay dividends, especially as the fixture list starts to fucking. And the best teams have got nearly 2 players for every position. The worry for City is, and the worry for Liverpool is, they're dropping like flies, whereas Arsenal, they're absorbing these injuries and people are coming back as others are going out injured. And you need a bit of luck in terms of your best players staying fit.
Yeah.
Arsenal have actually had their 2 best players for me, Saliba and fucking Gabriel, out, and have not missed a beat.
Yeah.
And actually, if they're shit, they'll score from a corner. And if they score a goal, you go, fucking fancy him to win from here. It's all the credentials. Gabriel Irons are coming in. He hasn't fucking brought any DIIs into the side. Eze, gazumping Tottenham, like everything just dropping in for them. I'm going, they're the champions. They've got their hunger in the belly. The only thing that can fuck them up from here on out is Arteta doing something mad.
Yeah.
Partridge doing a partridge.
Did you see
Releasing like a tiger in the training ground and the fucking balls Declan Rice or something.
Did you see
Like,
his latest
I've seen
one?
this video
Where
40
he was getting interviewed, and there was people in the room, and he put on a back screen. He put like there's a picture of, you see it. It's either a rabbit or a duck, and he's got everyone. What do you see?
What do you see?
What do you see? What do you see? What do you? I said, what do you see? A rabbit or a duck? Say that's my problem. I need us all to see rabbits. I'm just like, fucking hell.
No, listen.
And it is all to see a
They're going to
rabbit.
win the league in spite of him, not because of him. Right?
think?
I believe he's held that club back. Sounds mad that
100%.
Oh, he has, yeah.
But
Doesn't sound mad.
their investment, right? What I'm saying to you is, they win the league. It's not about winning the league, right? The win the league's massive, but it's not about winning the league. It's about dominating, which means you've got to win it again and win it again and win it again.
And that's the hardest part.
And Pep Guardiola and Fergie and Wenger, that's the challenge that they set at those type of clubs.
And
Now,
Mourinho.
Slot's won it 1 year.
I shit the bed.
He's got to stay in a job here to the end of the season
Yeah.
to then get another chance to win it. That's how ruthless this fucking league is. And when I look at Arteta, I go, that All or Nothing documentary, did they fucking edit it to make him look like loads of people were buzzing off it. I was going, playing that fucking music, I'm going, he's a fucking loose cannon, him.
Oh, yeah.
He's more likely to fuck the job up in the dressing room than get the job right. When I see Pep speak, and whenever I've seen Jurgen Klopp speak in the dressing room, they have a kind of different level, a different aura to them than this Arteta fucking drawing a picture of a light bulb and going, what's this fucking crank on about here?
I just think the way he carries on the sideline tells everything about him.
No, Klopp was a bit mad.
He
A
was
bit of a mad cat on the
cheerleader,
He
sideline.
stands on the pitch, Arteta,
does stand right
and
on.
every single pass.
He's the only player
He's
to get.
directing every
He's the
single
only
pass.
manager to get booked for having a touch of a ball while it's in
Can
play.
we,
So when you were on the line, how much were you shouting and what were you shouting and how much were you dictating? Because he seems like he's literally like,
But
no,
again,
pass it there, do this.
I thought, when I wrote my book, I was thinking about managing. And I was like, well, I don't get why the people go next to the pitch and, you're emotionally charged. You want to go up in the stand like the rugby lads and you'd have a bit more of an objective kind of helicopter view and emotionally disconnected from it and you can make better decisions. Obviously, you've seen some managers do that
Sam
in the past.
Allardyce
First half, McLaren used to do that.
Sam Allardyce.
And then, obviously, when you're on the touchline, actually, weirdly, you can help people like shout man on 10 because lads are low on communication, certainly at the levels I coached at. In the big stadiums, you wouldn't be able to hear that as you can in kind of League One and League Two level. So in the mega stadiums, but you can still hear, your voice still carries. And also, weirdly in football, when the lads look round, in rugby, if you look round, you don't see the general on the battlefield. You go, well, I know the general because of their middle class upbringing. The general's somewhere on the battlefield observing.
Yeah.
Don't need to see him. In football, where's the general? We need to fucking see the general. The
need to
general's
see
on the battlefield. We're fucking up against it. And I don't know what it is. I've tried both of them. Some of them self-inflicted in terms of I've been sent off as a manager and you got a couple of game touchline ban. And it's the worst feeling in the world as a football coach being that disconnected from it. You just nullified. So I've had the experience of both. In theory, before I took a managerial job, I thought it's a no-brainer. You should do that. And actually, the practice of doing it, you get much benefit. Plus, you get obviously your chance to affect the fourth official or the ref or the linesman if they're near you. I think Eddie Howe and Tyndall do it really well in terms of Tyndall just fucking noises the opposition up. He's the only one I've seen who dresses completely different from the rest of the team. So I'm going, what does he warm the lads up in? Because he comes out with a fucking big mad Newcastle trackie.
Yeah.
Adidas that no one else has got.
He
So
bought
he's almost
himself.
like a walk model.
Yeah.
And all he does is argue with the other bench and the fourth official the whole game and just protect Eddie Howe. So I'm going, why haven't loads of other managers? I mean, I know Colo Torre tried it. Remember I said Mojo Jojo tried it earlier on in the season. Fucking about jumping behind Pep and obviously got told by Pep, hey, sit down now, you fucking imbecile. You're making me look like cunt on national TV. So he sat himself right down. I think they put a big Velcro fucking undercarriage to his trackie bottoms because he was fucking absolutely at the bollocks. Now, when you see Gabriel Heinze for Arsenal do it, you can just see the respect and authority he's got in the group.
Yeah.
Now, when I look at to the sideline, when you look over to the sideline, I told you Stuart Pearce with the fucking beanie horse and he was fagging all balls in and all that, and it just drained the confidence out the group because Claudio Reyna said to me, like, I remember going, fucking hell, it's good. Like, he was different to a manager. We've gone from Kevin Keegan, who was high on natural enthusiasm, best manager I played for natural enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Stay out with you, crossing, finishing, made you love the game, boss manager, but didn't have the tactical discipline, tactical acumen. You know, he wasn't mega detailing that. He was more about feel and how he's trained. Next minute we went to Stuart Pearce, who's a tracksuit manager as well. But next minute he's fagging all balls in. He's got this lucky horse, and you're looking over going, for fuck's sake, fucking hell. And I always remember Claudio Reyna was captain of America and it's gone to me. After about 6 weeks, he's gone, what do you reckon about that? And I was like, fucking, I'm only younger and I'm going, kind of shows he's passionate, doesn't he? Like, I'm not. And he said, you don't see Arsene Wenger do that, do you? You don't see Arsene Wenger or Fergie do that. Like, he said, because they know they've prepared the teams during the week and they don't need to run up and down the fucking touchline, fagging balls in, because they know they've done the preparation this week. All that says to me is, this fella doesn't know what he's doing. And when I observed it after that, he was right. I went, as a senior player in the group, he was right, because it was sending the message, our general doesn't know what the fuck he's doing on the battlefield because he's taken over the role of a ball boy. He's now a ball boy. Now, if your manager ends up as Klopp did or Pep does for the last 2 minutes of a fucking big game, you don't mind it. This fella was doing it from the fucking get-go for us. And he's got this mad cuddly toy in the fucking 6-yard fucking area. You're going, what's going on here? So people forget how perspective... It's massive.
Subliminally, just
this fella is going to get us there. This is why when Amarin was going on, I'm going, this fella's full of shit. He's wearing mad gear. He's wearing this mad Man United fucking... He's Manchester United manager. Get a fucking whistle on.
Yeah.
Or if you're coming in with this Mourinho energy, then you best have a load of fucking tactical fucking shuffles under your armpit. He had none. He was going, I'm going to play 3-4-3. Ooh, if that doesn't work, I'm just going to play 3-4-3 again, but with different players. And then I'm just going to sign loads of players and play 3-4-3 again. And you're going, that's not working. Everyone's on your fucking shit system, not working. It's going to work. It is going to work. And you're going, like, how disrespectful have you been to this league to come here and go, the best of the best have been here over the years. All the top coaches, and not everyone's got it right. When you think of Gus Hiddink, Luis Scolari at Chelsea, when you think of all the big hitters that have come to this league and come in with an idea, it hasn't maybe gone to plan, and then next minute they go, right, I'm a top coach here, I'm gonna have to adjust here. Gonna have to fucking make hay with what I've got now, but in the summer I need to get rid of that, and I'm gonna like make them adjustments. Like for me, the big one being Arsene Wenger comes from Grand Passat, Monaco, comes in Arsenal, George Graham, solid Arsenal 1-0, back four, boring Arsenal. Goes right. I don't really need to mess with that because if I can keep that back four and Seaman,
that's me foundation.
I can just improve in front of that. We win the league, right? And he comes in, changes diet, changes everything, revolutionises the game in this country.
Yeah, off
basically was a PE teacher who'd come from Japan. Everyone's going, who's this four-eyed swat here? Never. Who is this fucking French cunt? Never heard of him. Next minute, revolutionises the game, takes Fergie on. Now Amorim came in with an arrogance that Wenger didn't come in them early days with. He carried it. The way he carried himself, you could see he had it. But he wasn't doing press conferences, noising like as if he was the second coming, like this fucking Amorim. Amorim took a play out of the Jose Mourinho handbook because he's probably represented by Gutter Frunde and Mendes and all that.
He's tried to be Mourinho Mark too, hasn't he?
And again, when you look at Man United now, you look at their decision-making group and you go, they give Ten Hag a new deal. Should have sacked him. They've then gone and headhunted this fella after getting a knockback from a few managers. Maybe.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Do you trust them to make the right decision going forward? The fact that they've given to Darren Fletcher says these haven't got a clue what to do.
The fact that they've got rid of him, it does seem a bit like that, like hasty. No, I wouldn't say hasty. I mean, they were talking about him being 3-year manager. All of a sudden, he's gone. I don't think they've got a plan. They've employed Fletcher at the end of the season. They didn't have a plan last week of sacking this manager. They didn't. So they've sacked him within the space of a week. For me, it's like, okay, he's got to go now. He's upset the apple cart. He's having made with Jason Wilcox. He's probably called out the owners. Probably said something. So he's got to go. But they haven't got a plan in place to replace him. So what
did he say? I'm the manager. I'm not the head coach. I'm the manager.
Yeah. So it's one of them. Let's give it Giggsy at the end of the season. This is what's happened at United right now. So to say,
to come out and say, a club that big, like. So we were hearing rumours Xabi Alonso was under the gun at Real Madrid and there was pressure on Xabi Alonso and you're going, right, who's going to go in there? He's obviously seen off a bit of a storm, to beat Betis 5-1, I think, at home at the weekend. Looks like they've turned a bit of a corner. Still not out of the woods, Vinicius Junior situation.
Still not solid, yeah.
But it looks like it's settled a little bit more out there. Now, when you look at them clubs, they do tend to put in somebody. Don't forget, Pep Guardiola was a kind of Barcelona B coach who, because of Frank Rijkaard's failing and lack of discipline and control of the dressing room, ended up becoming the Barcelona manager. We've seen other managers in the past, whether it was Luis Enrique there, you can find a homegrown player or coach from within. But I'm looking at it going, it can't be Darren Fletcher.
Yeah.
Like, Man United, if you're going in, taking over from an unbelievable manager who's had unbelievable success, the academy's firing on all cylinders and it's a settled job, Darren Fletcher might have half a sniff. Because all you got to do is basically not fuck the job up. When you're going into a basket case of a club where Louis van Gaal's failed, Jose Mourinho's failed, what's happened there?
Oh, Nadine wants a shout out. He's going to have to give her a shout out.
Oh, yeah, Nay and Danielle are in Thailand, aren't they, watching the pod from there?
Yeah, watching the poddy. I think it's about,
so
it's about
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, listen.
They're having a great time.
Get yourself to bed, girl.
Saying it's
that's my whole point about Fletcher getting a job here, getting the interim job. They didn't have a plan last week to sack Amorim. This is something that's been thrown on them, and they don't know what they're doing.
All right, so again, you should always have a contingency plan. Then, so I'm just going to say, right, like, Arne Slot goes. Who did Liverpool go for? Gerrard at the end of the season?
No, because I know Arne Slot's not going with fourth in the league.
All right, but I'm just saying.
6
weeks time, Liverpool, Arne Slot goes. Who's Liverpool's next manager?
I don't think there's anyone that pops to mind like that.
It's
genuinely.
Xabi Alonso's the one for me.
How are you going to get him out of Real Madrid?
Not because listen, only if Real Madrid let him go. He's not.
I think Klopp will come back.
I think Klopp will come back.
I think he would, especially after what he was saying on that podcast. It's like he almost wants it.
Yeah,
and he'd come in as the big saviour. He'd love that.
Klopp. Liverpool.
I'd have Klopp back.
Liverpool need a Klopp, an enthusiastic manager who's not great tactically, but he's good.
Could we see Thomas Tuchel end up at Man United?
Yeah.
He's only contracted to this World Cup,
He
isn't
is,
he?
yeah. I can see Thomas Tuchel on United.
So you're
Fletcher till the World
till
Cup's
end
over.
of the season.
All right.
I'm
He
not
takes
having him,
England for the World Cup and then takes the Man
He's
U
a
job.
manager. He's a manager who I think United again, iron fist. He's not going to take no shit.
Well, you'd have to give him the keys to the kingdom, don't you?
You've got to, otherwise, what's the point in employing him? He's not a yes man. He's not a coach.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't rule that out because of obviously England have left themselves open by not
Tying
employing
him
him
down.
beyond that. And if a club like Man United come, I would imagine Tuchel's at the age where he wants to be doing the day to day. He doesn't want, international management is nice while you haven't got a job, but
Yeah.
it tends to be for managers at the other end of their career, kind of winding down, rather than the managers who like to be on the grass like Tuchel, I would imagine, and wants to be hands-on, coaching every day and developing his team. So I could see Man U trying to give it Fletcher to the end of the season. They've got no European commitment, so Fletcher's job pretty much is qualifiers for Europe.
What about Tuchel for Everton?
Tuchel, I don't think Everton. I'm yet to see anything from this Everton ownership group to think we're going to make.
Any dent in anything?
Yeah, we're just going to don't forget
You're going to be Everton.
All the other teams, the Everton type of teams are all, like when I look at Forest 11, I go well stronger starting 11 than us.
Yeah.
Even though they're below us in the table,
Do you know
they've got a better fucking team than us.
Fulham's got a good starting 11?
But again, we've gone through that type of manager. Do you know what I mean? Now, Everton's saving grace is we're going to be hard to beat. We've got a manager, as West Ham found out, that isn't always the most exciting manager, but also keeps you out of danger. You're not like West Ham fans now, I would imagine, after seeing that out Moyes and hounding him out in many regards, would be fucking desperate after the Graham Potter
Yeah.
and Nuno
Nonsense.
era here now, that they'd be desperate for Moyes back.
I know. Listen, we've got a couple in the chat
Chance.
here, and we've got to talk about it because it's very current. Is obviously Trump and also Starmer wanting Abdul Al Fattah back in the country. We've got to speak about
Yeah, that was a mad one, wasn't it?
Who's Abdul Al Fattah?
Some Egyptian big mouth
From Muslim Brotherhood or something, is he?
yeah, who hates the West, hates white people.
Like Starmer.
Well, Starmer's twerking for him because to get this Muslim Brotherhood vote, obviously, isn't it?
But what I can't gather here is how
he knew.
does Starmer put a tweet out and they haven't already checked who he was going to put a tweet out about?
But how does but the worst part of it? Okay, that's not even the worst part of it. The worst part of it, he puts a tweet out and leaves it up after finding out all the shite that who the fella actually is.
So we've got to touch on Trump, obviously taking over Venezuela since we were last in the studio.
Yeah, he's just gone. Give me that oil, baby.
just taking over Venezuela.
Give me that oil.
The people who call Trump and that kind of MAGA movement, Nazis and fascists or whatever, it does have shades of, the Nazis marching into the Sudetenland and obviously into Czechoslovakia not long afterwards, when you go, well, hang on, if he takes Venezuela and he says, I'll tell you what, might as well have Greenland while I'm here.
And Colombia, you're next as well.
He's obviously given the Colombians a noise up as well.
So just from the beginning, no, he's have they formed a coup,
No,
like a
not-
military
no.
coup? How has he seized it? Can you talk me through what's happened?
The problem was what happened is
Just raided the stronghold. He thought he was in a fortress, Mandoro, giving it the big one because he's part of the BRICS thing, talking about, they reckon he's been washing a lot of Russian oil through Venezuelan oil fields to obviously, keep
Putin a
the
few
money
dollars.
going. And what's then happened is there's been a bit of disruption in the Red Sea with the pirates raiding the fucking tankers and oil, and it's all part of this geopolitical game to put pressure on anyone who's not an ally of the United States and make sure that the American dollar stays as the world's reserve currency.
But I think also with this Putin, because it is 4D chess with Russia, this Venezuela thing, with Putin, I think Putin's kind of made Trump look like a bit of a fool. When Trump's saying, I'm getting Ukraine and Russia, I'm getting that resolved, and then he kind of thinks he has, then Putin does something stupid and makes Trump look like a bit of a tit. And then, so Trump's gone, right, because Putin washes his, because Putin can't sell his oil, like, on the open market, say, at the minute.
Is that because of restrictions?
Because of restrictions. He washes it through
special military
Venezuela
operation.
on the black market.
Probably plenty more countries as well.
Probably there will be, but Venezuela's a big one because that's the biggest oil reserve in the world, is Venezuela. So he goes through Venezuela, and because Putin's made Trump look like a bit of a tit, Trump has gone, right, fuck you then. I'm going to just put a big stop.
No, that's what he's doing.
I'm going to put a big stop on.
You do know the Chinese had sent ambassadors to meet with Manjuro.
Oh, the Chinese are human.
The day that he got swooped up in the night, so the Chinese was still in the country. The Chinese
are human.
Doing a big meeting with them and all that, rolled out the state thing and the red carpet for the Chinese Venezuelan president. It wasn't for him, but for his dignitaries. So they've turned up to Venezuela and they've given a big photo op and they're meeting Manjuro and all that. And that night, the fucking Delta Force have gone through the fucking compound.
Just EMP'd Caracas.
Took a few people out, like, or you just
took a few people out. Have you
seen the footage?
No.
Fucking hell,
like Call of Duty.
Well,
took his army out. He's fought Manjuro's. He called out Trump, didn't he? That's what.
He done a little daft dance. Look black, and he was Trump.
Manjuro.
Yeah.
Manjuro has come out and said, listen, I'm here, I'll be in Miraflores, I'll be fucking, because he's thought, I've got the army, I've got air defence systems, he's fucking got, there's going to cost American troops lives to, you know. Now, unfortunately, like Saddam Hussein and like anybody, Gaddafi, anybody who opposes these neocon Americans, and they've got, if you've got oil they want, or you've got resources they want, they go, right, you're going to do a deal with us? No, right, all right then, well, tell you what's going to happen. We're going to send in our fucking crack team and you're getting absolutely emptied out the building. And that's exactly what he's done. You know, the Venezuelans are pulling, you know, Maduro statues, similar to, it had echoes of Saddam. Remember they pulled all the statues down of Saddam and all that?
Now, it looks the fucking Jerry Springer.
Some people argue that it's a narco state. That's
the cloak and dagger for it.
Well, again, they've got oil reserves that the Americans want. You know,
they've got a big oil reserve in Saudi.
But I'm saying they've got oil reserves that the Americans want. It
reserves.
Also shows the rest of Central and South America who's the fucking godfather is, who's got the best army. And you go, right, you go fuck about over there in the theatre of war in the Philippines and in Taiwan and all that, if you want to. You fuck about in fucking India and Pakistan and the Kashmir region where it's going off. And you keep fucking about in the Middle East or Ukraine and that. But we're having no fucking about here on the South and North American continent.
Not a chance, yeah.
And any bollocks out of any of yous, anyone thinks to the fucking boss here like Maduro going, yeah, come and get me. Well, we'll fucking soon see, because every other dictator or anyone thinking about being a dictator in the world now goes, sees them on the phone, Donald J. Trump phone, and they're like, hello, sir, how are you? What can I do for you? Keir Starmer, I'm actually looking at it going, could he fucking come and do the same for fucking Keir Starmer? No. The problem is, would he have space on the choppers for all the fucking Ukrainian rent boys he'll no doubt have with him? Because his fucking beard won't be anywhere to be seen. But like, where does David Lammy, like, how does our foreign policy, you know, we've got the BBC slicing stuff with Trump, and Trump allegedly going to sue the BBC for billions.
I think he's
just gone and disposed a fucking dictator from a oil-rich country. Now, we also know that he wants the war in Ukraine to stop. We don't. We're making noises that we need to get military service and we need to be thinking about World War III. And I'm going, what? For you fuckers?
Not
You're fucking joking. But these are the noises the West are making. France are making it. Germany are making it. Now, from what I gather, we had an independent vote to come out of the European Union that hasn't been upheld. The people in the country who voted for that are getting more and more frustrated. In the interim period since, we've had a change of government who've, again, not listened to the fucking people and are doing everything they can to keep us in the ECHR, to keep us in the European Union, and you know, all our immigration policy and all the madness of net zero and all that, it all stems from this. The fact that we can't drill our own oil fields in the North Sea, and we're buying our own oil off Norway, who've got a sovereign wealth fund that is looking after all of their pension pot out of the same oil fields, is beyond me.
Yeah, it's backwards.
We are heading. We are heading for a civil war in this country, and I think America's heading for a civil war. So you just have to hold on to your hats. I don't know when it's coming in, 5 years, 10 years, but like there's no other way out of it.
What does that look like
we
now
can't vote
these
our
days,
way
though?
out of it.
Back in the
Because
day, it's fucking...
we can't. Labour and Tory are dead, right?
Yeah.
No one's going to vote for the Tory party because of...
Or Labour.
Well, no one's going to vote for the Tory party because of what they've done when they've been in power, right? Labour had a chance here to make a massive
amends.
dent and have let everybody who voted for them down. Now, bear in mind, only 1 in 5 voted for them anyway, and loads of those who voted for them have been let down. So their votes got even weaker.
Yeah.
In the midst of that, some other parties have had a surge. The fact that they're having a massive surge, we know because of how they've turned the left wing or the mainstream media channels on Farage and said, well, he said this 53 years ago and look at what he's done on the playground here when he flicks someone's ear and all the fucking mad stuff he's meant to have done. And yet not talking about what they were doing on Top of the Pops with all the BBC people or what they were doing on the news at 10 with all the bacons in there. More about what Farage said on the playground 53 years ago. But do not look at anything we've done
Starmer's
with any
little
of
fancy
our
fellas with bombing
fingers
his house.
or the Molotov cocktails from the fellas who never got paid for the ha-hoo. And again, the problem you've got here now is if you can't vote your way out because they're going, well, anyone who votes for them, everyone in the country must be racist then because they're all voting for reform.
Yeah.
No, you're not listening to people. People are fucking frustrated because you're not listening to them. They don't want illegal immigration to the country, and we've got our homeless and veterans and pensioners who aren't being rewarded. We don't want this extra burden on the NHS because we've got a lot of medical tourists coming in, coming in to get treatment and... it's
See the fella who twatted all the stuff with the
And right up in Tatooine.
Shouldn't he be here? Shouldn't be here.
No.
But again, who let him in? Why are they not doing jail? Why did you let him in? Well, I don't know. What about the fella who got in illegally and then they let him out? Remember him a few months back?
Yeah.
Let him out. You've got the leader of the country tweeting about some terrorists. They're talking about trying to get Shamima Begum back in. So that says, I'll tell you what, get on the internet. Go and get on all these mad things, all these mad channels. Get yourself an ISIS husband. Get yourself off to a war zone. Train as a terrorist. Become a baby-making machine for them.
Have all intelligence.
And then moan like fuck. Get a load of lefties in the country to moan like fuck. And you can get back in 20 years.
Fucking
it's mad. It's backwards. The country is backwards.
Now, the only way out of this in a democratic country is to vote your way out of it. But because of the capture of the universities, because the capture of the civil service, even if you vote, it's not going to make a fucking blind bit of notice. Bit of difference. It's not. Doesn't matter. So all the only way out of it then is, tell you what, we just fight, and whoever wins, history is written by the victors.
Answer this for me. What does a civil war look like in 2026? Like,
have you not seen the American film Civil War? Was out about 2-3 years ago.
Is it the one that you went to watch in the pictures?
Yeah, it's a good watch.
But I don't think
politically the country just splits up and separates.
The left have only got Antifa, and I don't know what happens there.
No,
but
what what actually happens? Like fight to the death?
Yeah, no, you're talking like roadblocks. You can't go into certain parts of the country.
You have
people will be cut off. Like if you haven't got services, say like the North East or Cumbria and all that. If you haven't got access to services,
let them break them back down. Like so, all your big state breaks down, and then you go back into your little regional
territory. With food unless you're in certain areas, so people start scrapping.
It's roadblocks and fighting. And...
You seen how mad people got it when you got locked down? Did you see how mad people got when you were burning 5G masts down and fucking
last that long,
hoarding, buying 300 years worth of toilet paper? Yeah. Like what? Why? What are you going to eat toilet paper if it goes wrong?
Because people are thick. And these lefties, you've seen it with all these Venezuelan flags. They're all cheering and all made up in their country, but in our country, you've got all the purple-haired Louis left monsters.
This is the thing. Like,
put down the Palestinian flags.
We're already captured. You know you're captured. When Julian Assange was fucking holed up in the Ecuadorian embassy for WikiLeaks and releasing stuff about the Americans doing mad shit, and Edward Snowden, who's had to move to Russia for the Americans, basically the intelligence agencies doing mad shit. Yeah, when you see Jeffrey Epstein fucking kill himself and this footage goes missing, like we know there's something mad going on, right? We're not living in normal times now. The problem we've got is enough people are fucking sheep, and you're seeing with COVID There's people still getting COVID boosters. There's people still. I see the things around. Come in and get a free booster.
I seen a fella the other day driving around in his own car again with a mask on.
Don't.
I was thinking,
think about all the
that's
things
how
that have happened
the
in the
brainwashing.
psychological operations. Every single one of these, you know, COVID being one, Brexit, like. Think of how many
That is
times, like
never
the
a
royal
far,
family.
far
I'm looking
right
at it
then, you
going,
know.
why do we need a royal family? Does anyone know? Do we actually need a royal
They
family?
say it's tourism, but I'm not sold on it.
Well, no one likes Charlie.
It's because
Right.
he's got
I do.
Cumberland sausage.
Do you like Charlie?
I just like the smell of
I
it.
don't know. I don't know anybody who says, "Oh, Boss Prince Charles, King Charles."
No one
Fucking
does.
really like them.
But you know what? I think William can make a little bit of a difference. Don't know.
Yeah,
But I've got to.
like. I don't think he can because you're not. That's our generation, Cambo, right? That's mine and your generation. Going, do you know what? William seems all right, but then you go, does he?
Will
Does-
someone be pulling the strings
Does
from
he
behind?
really? Like,
Who seems alright? Will or Harry?
Yeah,
Like-
William. Harry sound, but I mean, he's fucked. I don't know. I
I couldn't give a fuck about any royal me or I've never.
No, but they've got a massive say in this country. Is the point?
Do they though?
Yeah,
Do they actually?
yeah. The
I
prime
think
minister
they
has
do,
to
yeah.
go and fucking get
Yeah.
signed off by the Queen or the King.
but again, I've thought this through and I go, I don't think we want a republic because the alternative then is you end up with someone like Starmer as the leader and that cunt ain't giving up power. I mean, he's already trying to get rid of jury trials and fucking, you know, closing down elections and pushing elections into the future. And he's a fucking, you know, online safety bill, etc. Now, or you end up with like a dictator type. So I actually do believe we should have a king, right? And the king should fucking lead. Now,
Run
the
the
only problem
country.
is the real king, the most royal fucking blood we have is not on the throne. Danny Dyer.
Yeah.
Danny Dyer has got more royal blood than
to King Richard.
Charles.
Yeah.
My 13th
He's
great
related to King Richard.
my
Who?
13th great granddad.
Is Danny Dyer?
No. Come on,
King
Janet
Henry.
Bowen?
King Henry VIII.
Look like him?
You do
My
look like-
13th
you do look
my
like-
13th my
At the
my
end of his career,
I
rather
done,
than the
I
start.
done my ancestry, and there's a thing called the the illegitimate Tudor, and that was my 13th great nan who had an affair with Henry VIII because it was Anne Boleyn's sister. I'll get my ancestry up in a minute and show you. It's mad.
Lad,
You'll
you
be
do look
shocked.
like him.
You'll be shocked how many people I've got that bloodline in them. You'll be shocked.
You do look like him, lad.
You
Just
do
need a
look
few
like
more
him,
wives.
Listen. Imagine me as someone like Henry VIII, like leading this country now. He's the closest you're gonna get to Trump. He's the closest you're getting to
You're
Trump.
not related to the royals, lad. So I'm trying to say you're
Oh,
like
he's
some
getting
You want me to get my ancestry up?
Mark of Tudor, Mark of Campbell.
Do you want me to get my ancestry up here? I'll
Mark of
show you.
Campbell. Skid.
You're not related to Henry VIII, lad. Stop fucking Jay from the In-Betweeners and he'll see you, lad. You're Boris in here.
Okay.
Just because you got a beard doesn't mean you're related to Henry VIII, lad.
There's a thing called here. I'll
How
show
many
you,
women's
called-
heads have you chopped off?
That you
Not
can
related
talk
to him
about.
then, because he had the fucking little punch on for chopping women's heads
He's
off.
the closest we got to Trump.
He fucked the country up, him, really, when you think about it.
Oh, we did, yeah, because you made your own fucking new. You made
I
your
don't
own
know, you know,
religion.
King John, I was reading about King John today,
No.
he actually fucked it up. That's why the Magna Carta was written for him. But he actually fucked it up.
Yeah.
Um,
I've been reading a decent book about the kings. I'll have to have a little chat with you on that.
I would want to see
So-
kings, but like if there's any problem in a country, right? Send the king.
So
We're
yeah,
not fighting. Problem with Putin, have you, Charlie? Get all that stuff out of the Tower of London with all the fucking
the
shields
only
and
problem
all
with
that.
kings, you
Get yourself out there with Vladimir and fucking get on a horse and fucking have it.
I know what you're saying about, but kings is not like a democratic vote, is it? It's just,
But again,
just the king.
Andrew's fucked the job before the man because he's obviously compromised. He's been compromised by the compromat. The Israelis, MI5, MI6 have been severely caught lacking there with the pants pulled down. The fact that we've allowed a sitting member of the royal family at once, second in line to the throne, to be caught up in the fucking nonsense he's been caught up in. When you've got Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell and all that, like you'd have to think that those families, because of Robert Maxwell, are massively embedded
Oh yeah.
within the hierarchy of our... Now think about how powerful those people on them Epstein fucking tapes and on them Epstein videos must be, because we don't know who they are. Like Russell Brand is on the rack now for, you know, someone else coming out saying you've got a bit touchy-feely. You know everything about everybody else except the one that everyone wants to know about. We want to know about Donald Trump. We want to know Jeffrey Epstein. We want to know who he knows.
Surely, if they fucking...
We want to know Leslie Wexner.
Yeah,
we want to know why he's given him a
probably
£53 million house in New York. We want to go, how far does this go up the chain?
Yeah.
Like, how many senators? Like, Stephen Hawking was on there. Who was he getting Mickey rubs off?
Oh, lad.
And how did we know he's enjoying it? Was he typing in going,
Thank
"Oh,
you.
Oh, that's nice. Was he doing it in
Just
Brian
a
Potter?
bit lower, please.
Wait till I get you up these stairs.
Things I'm going to do to you.
Brian Potter.
But I'm saying, like, what was going on with Stephen Hawking? Like, what was he doing on there? So someone's rolling him round. If he's getting a Mickey rub, someone's got to roll him into the room. He can't get in and out on his own.
No, he moves it with his mouth or something, doesn't he?
Honest to God. And I go, I can't believe people think Jeffrey Epstein killed himself.
No, he never. To be
Like,
honest. No, we never.
How did he kill himself? And how did the footage disappear in a fucking maximum security prison in New York? And also, have any of you got on the fact that Maduro and his beard, they give him a night trackie. Nike have instantly sold out the trackie.
Belted,
right?
innit?
They've also took him to New York, where
Mamdani
Mamdani is the communist fucking mayor just being elected in. And basically drove him all around New York with the lights flashing as if to say to Mamdani, any bollocks out of you, you little twerp, and you'll be doing a fucking one of these, but you'll only have a fucking Puma trackie. I'm not even giving you you're not even getting a Nike one.
You're getting a Slazenger.
At least Bob Carroll G's here from Venezuela's getting the fucking
A night tech
night trackie. No, I was laughing after I said Bob Carroll G's. Someone put that in before. Remember him off Silla? Remember him?
With Spit the dog.
Yeah, but they were
In
saying
that track, he did look
It
like
looks
he's
like
coming
him from
like he just come
Maduro.
out the bow and arrow.
He was,
lad. But like, have you seen that? Did you see the meme doing the rounds where like, obviously all the bears who definitely don't want attention, who do not want attention, who put a photo up and go, "Hey, Groch, put me in a bikini or whatever." You know,
But do you know why that started? I read into
Pissing
this.
me off.
Do you know why that started off? That because someone, they were. It was like birds on the internet, and I think Muslims on internet. Groch, put it in a burqa.
Ah, right.
So loads of them were like being like pushing back on these birds, poke pictures on bikinis. So then the birds would poke pictures themselves and say, "Put me in a bikini."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
So like put it in a burqa, she's and stuff like that. So that's why I read why it started.
But then you've seen all the.
But you got nonsense going.
all
We'll
the
put it in a
police all started
bikini.
doing that with kids, yeah. But then I was laughing when I seen the Maduro one when they were doing the same thing to him. I actually did enjoy that.
Yeah.
Put Maduro.
Have you seen
in it.
the best was Declan Rice?
Yeah, I said that in. Obviously,
Declan Rice was brilliant.
so that's the problem you've got is like the age of AI. Everything you see, you're like, is that fucking real? Like even when I seen him in the night trackie, I was like, that can't be the president of Venezuela in a fucking night fucking trackie.
I know.
And it was him.
That little video, I'm sure that was AI.
No,
you
it's
know?
not. I've
the
seen that.
last little bit.
The kiss? No, I've seen the video. No. He's little was necking his arm, man.
So that was the day before, and I was saying to you there, all the Chinese diplomats and all that, look, with Maduro.
The day before.
The day before, lad.
Trump's just gone, okay, China and Russia's biggest ally is my next door neighbour. So they're getting to fuck. I'm not having Putin and the Chinese getting over here. That's probably pissed them off more. You might even pull the trigger then, Trump. Might even seen that and gone, right.
So they've had the aircraft carriers in the fucking thingo for about a month.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But he might have pulled the trigger once he's seen that.
No, they've been blockading them in so no oil can get in or out. So they've been parked in the Caribbean, two big ISS fucking...
They've robbed it. They've took them.
But I'm saying, in terms of the 4D chess, in terms of who's the fucking kiddie in the world, because the problem is Taiwan is on the table, and Taiwan is obviously a massive manufacturing base for them.
Yeah.
But the problem they've got is they reckon it's a fucking ridiculously hard amphibious assault to take the island of Taiwan. It's almost the way they've built it in the American capabilities, impenetrable.
Okay,
but then we've seen, the hypersonic missile test. We've seen the Chinese. Chinese have obviously invested heavily in strategic war fucking equipment. So if China and America go to war, we're fucked, aren't we? Let's be honest.
I think the whole world's fucked.
Well, we're fucked. We are definitely fucked.
Why?
Because
we're going to have to pick a side there.
Yeah, because we're like the little fanny.
We're obviously going to pick
Right in the
America,
middle.
aren't we?
We are on America's side.
Well,
like,
the problem we've got is we're getting weirdly saddled up, because of our government, to fucking NATO.
Which Trump hates.
I don't know why we want to be involved in NATO, because the people have spoken in Brexit and said, no, fuck the European Union off. Whether you agree with it or not, I can't really argue on it, because I was fucking too busy at Glastonbury to even go and vote. I thought everyone would stay in it. But most people have said, we don't want to be part of this. Now, coming out of it, instead of listening to people and doing stuff about it and pulling out of the European Court of Human Rights and going, do you know what, we're not listening to you. We're under our own sovereignty and we're doing what the fuck we want because we are Britain, right? Instead of doing that, we've kept one foot in the fucking water and one foot, and we don't know whether we're in or we're out. And then COVID's come and the world just blew up, and little old Britain now, we don't produce any steel. We can't drill our oil fields. We've got fucking Wallace and Gromit characters on the front bench. We've got fucking Angela Rayner, who's a fucking scruff, who's got pregnant dead early because she couldn't fucking keep her legs together and has ended up becoming like Vicky Pollard, like this fucking bastion for fucking feminism. And I'm going,
oh my God.
No, you little sweat who's had massive tangers when you're young.
If you look at the cabinet,
got yourself blasted, got yourself up the spuggy early doors, and then go and kiss an ass for Muslim votes to keep your fucking stupid constituency going as the whole country burns down around you, you fucking imbeciles. And you can't even fiddle your own fucking tax. You're fucking that thick that you can't even fiddle your own tax and stay in government. It's like that little prick Hancock. Got caught necking a bird and feeling her ass. Stuff that you got Nick doing at a school disco.
He's doing it and he passed the cabinet.
And then he goes on, I'm a celebrity, get me out of the jungle with fucking Ant and Dec. And they're trying to make him. I'm going, what's going on here?
That's where you've got to think. It's just
like
all
this
the
fella's
fucking
killed loads of people's nans and granddads with his fucking idiotic
But it shouldn't be, that's the problem.
In nursing homes. And he's on I'm a celebrity. What's going on?
Are people's frequencies and wavelengths that low that they can just do it in right in front of you? Like, I know it seems obvious to some people, but for the majority of people think, oh yeah.
I don't think people are clever enough to actually look on that sea and stand back and look at the bigger picture and go, that's a fucking joke.
Well, think about it, lads.
I don't think
think about it, right? Everybody who kisses ass, who toes the party line, gets on and gets paid. Right? So you have to start to think, do they have like, is there like a compromising thing? So when you see people wear these dresses and they're saying humiliation ritual.
It's a Masonic thing, isn't it? It's a Masonic ritual.
Well, even look at the end. If you look at all the little things, all the little bits we're seeing, like obviously Black Gary's Netflix man for the Women's World Cup, and he weighed in podcast. Who's he on? Alistair Campbell, Rory Stewart. Well, Rory Stewart hasn't got a clue because he bet everything he had on Trump not getting in. Well, he was wrong there. Alistair's obviously the allegations with Blair and what went on there. So all of these snakes who have allegedly done bad stuff are actually getting on and getting them going. And now that Zach Polanski, it looks like he's getting put in a podcast space. You've got like people who historically get stuff wrong and don't seem to be running with the ears and the arms in terms of no one's listening to them going, tell you what, that's like Gary Neville, for instance, when he said there's mad stuff about middle-aged white people. And they're getting on. And you're going, hang on a second here, how did, like, so Salford keep not getting promoted and yet Sky keep giving them a new programme and he keeps, it's just like, what's going on here? Then they're popping up at Davos and then you go, well, Beckham got caught with the emails and then I'm reading about fucking Brooklyn Beckham and I'm going, I don't care. Like, why are you making Brooklyn Beckham out to be like Prince Harry and Meghan? Like, no one's asked about a boss footy player's Nepo child who can cook beans on toast, who's married a billionaire and actually chopped his bollocks off because he gave his surname away. Yeah. And then fucking some snide swimmer has done the same. Like, who's
had an argument
who cares about some fella who fucking shouts at the computer screen playing FIFA, who's won I'm a celebrity? Who's asked? Who's that? Like,
well, the thick people do. They're just not. It's like they're just dim. They're just dumb brain. They're just sheep. They just can't.
It's low mind frequency.
It's very low mind frequency. It's zero mind frequency.
Yeah.
But like, these are the same people who are voting.
No critical thinking.
No critical thinking at all. These are the same people who we give votes to.
Well,
these people who vote on Angry Ginge to when I'm a celeb.
Again, where does this thing though? This is the thing in a democracy. A fucking imbecile has the same vote as you.
That's my point.
So again, if we fast forward and they're cancelling elections, they're cancelling by-elections, etc., because every clock they put out, every poll they put out, Reform are smashing its head in. And I'll level with you, what they've done to Farage and the way they've gone after him, it's kind of had the Streisand effect on me when I'm going, you know my thoughts on Farage, but I'm now like, I fucking want you out of power, you cunts. And this might be the only way we get you out of power. Now, I think this is a prick. I don't like this fella. But actually, I much prefer him to you fucking cunts. And the fact that he's telling me, that he fucking flicked someone's ear in the playground 53 years ago, I'm going, I don't want you here. Now, the other side of that is, there's something cooking because they're going on this war rhetoric, war. Ukraine hasn't been sorted yet. Looks like Trump's turning the fucking dials up on them to go, by the way, you carry on fucking about in Ukraine, then we're gonna take this to the next level because, you know, he's not having Putin, he's not having anybody on the world stage making America look weak at all.
Yeah. Why are we getting involved? Have we only got 30,000 troops?
Because we see ourselves because of fucking this fucking royal regal thing as like we are this big nation that can fucking cause all kinds of havoc for everybody. It's like when we were threatening the Russians a few weeks back, and I'm going, firstly, most of the hard fellas in this country are going, well, if I actually am successful here, these are going to come back at me for war crimes.
Yeah.
Or they're not going to give me, if anything goes wrong in my life, and you know, or goes wrong here, and I end up with a wound or a catastrophic life-changing injury, I'm not going to be looked after. If I die, my wife's not going to. So what am I going to fight for?
Yeah.
Like years ago, when people have gone and fought for the country, they've believed in something that they were leaving behind to defend. Now, like if you conscripted a load of us and said like Ukraine and started rounding people up off the streets, who's going to go and fight for them?
No, they're not, because it and this is the thing that's pissed me off. You
can't wave your flag because you're a racist.
All the lefties have gone, oh look, why aren't you patriotic now? Because you should fuck off. No, this is the two-way street. Yeah, we want to fight for our country, not fight for you.
But again, think about it. Demoralise the population, right? Make people lose pride in their culture, their ethnicity, and then all of a sudden. You go, well, if you're really patriotic and you care that much about your flag and your country, come and fight for it. Oh, fucking hell. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to fight for it. Because you're just trying to get rid of it, you fuckers.
Yeah, because you think it's bad to wave it, so why are you now all saying go and fight for it?
Tell you to get your fucking rainbow-haired mates, get them fuckers out.
But you know what, last weekend, I was up in Barnard Castle, up by Newcastle.
Dominic Cummings hanging out.
Yeah, we must have walked past the Specsavers he went to. But flags everywhere around there, all the way down the streets in Barnard Castle, the little city, the little village itself. Everywhere thinking this is like massive outside the big cities.
But again, this is what annoys me, right? So we've had this weekend on our streets people waving and screaming Venezuela, a free Maduro and fucking.
Oh yeah, they put down Palestine.
Hang on a minute, what not to do with us? Secondly, Palestine flags. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Next one, Ukraine flag. And I go, yeah, if you put your own country's flag up, you're a fucking racist. Yeah. But if you show any other flags or any, then it's kind of, you're so fucking inclusive.
You're so brilliant.
Like, fuck off.
That's what I mean about the low frequency brain waves. Because how even the fucking staunchest left wing, because most of them are, you can all fit, like kind of fit a stereotype, can't you? Like a fucking gimpy fella or
odd socks on
an old woman.
Yeah,
you know, like they all fit like a similar
character. For weeks.
But even they should know that that's fucking backwards. That you can't. They're pulling down your own country's flag, but then they're walking around waving Palestine or
it's backwards. But that's what I mean. Anyone who can't see that,
whatever your belief, if you think that is okay. Yeah,
that's you've got the mind virus. If you think that's fine. To say you can't wave that flag, your own flag, but you can wave someone else's flag.
Yeah,
you have got the woke mind virus.
It's just common sense.
It's just common sense. And look, just found me proof here that I am related.
Henry VIII.
Yeah.
I'm related to Richard III because I had a fucking massive after me roasted.
So look here, you've got here.
Google. What's Google?
No, I'll show you Ancestry. Catherine Carey, children of Mary Boleyn. So this Catherine Carey, who was a child of Mary Boleyn, Mary Boleyn had an affair with Henry VIII because she was Anne Boleyn's sister. So Mary Boleyn is Anne Boleyn's sister. Had an affair with Henry VIII. Add Catherine Carey. There's Lady Catherine Carey on my Ancestry.
Right, she's got no lines off her. So where did you just magically appear out of her? She's got no lines off her, lad. I can see your fucking Venn diagram there.
Here, Lord William Molyneux used to own. He was the owner of Crockyall Park. So there's Lord Molyneux, there's Sir Richard Molyneux. They all own Crockyall Park. Oh, go on, you're gonna bullshit again. But that's who I'm related to. So they had a son called Sir Richard Molyneux.
So where's Henry VIII on that then? So
Henry VIII is not Ancestry.
So Lord Henry VIII walked past there one time in Night Village or something.
Henry VIII.
How you related to her?
Henry VIII was a dad.
Illegitimate.
So right. Mary Boleyn was her mum, and Henry VIII was her illegitimate dad.
Lad, you'll have to go on.
Is
Who
this
do you
Anne
think it
Boleyn's
are?
daughter then or something?
No, Anne Boleyn's sister was Mary Boleyn. So Henry VIII had an affair with Mary Boleyn.
Oh, so he not only did he chop her head off, he blasted the sister.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right,
Yeah.
big
That's extreme, that, you know.
And then Mary Boleyn had a daughter called Lady Katie
And you know
Mary.
what? Everyone conveniently forgets that about the fucking royals, don't they? When, all right, Andrew's done a bit of fucking underage activity by the looks of it with Jeffrey the Master Epstein on the Nonsense Potted Island. Another thing we forgot about Starmer, he only employed fucking Peter Mandelson to go out there. He was balls deep in the Epstein files.
I just don't, not just balls deep in the Epstein files, balls deep emails post arrest.
But again, how, and what about Andrew's fucking response to him, basically after he'd been caught? He'd been caught up to no good. And Andrew sent him, or sent Ghislaine the thing, about you. I'm just like,
It's
what can the royal family do there, really? What can
the
they
only
do?
and the bad thing about the royal family there is I think they tried to cover up a little bit as well. I think they tried, and then when they realised,
Of course, you've got to look after,
And then
if
you
you're the royal
realise-
family, you've got to look after that. That's got to stay in house. You can't have that getting out.
and then they realised that this is just massive. And
The Queen couldn't have that getting out.
Well, the Queen covered it up.
So where did the
Queen
12 million
paid-
quid come from?
Our tax money.
Yeah, but like, they're worth 60 billion, aren't they, as a family?
No, I think it's 60 billion.
60 billion, lad.
I think that's the crown jewels and that.
Imagine what they've got, lad. We owned 3/4 of the fucking
Oh yeah, of the world. at one
fucking
point.
landmass. Imagine what the royals have pilfered over the years. Never mind all the deals they'll have done to get fucking, like, it's the size of Canada. Like
Yeah.
the size of India. Like,
What-
think Australia.
but the
Like,
crown
fucking
jewels
imagine what
are
we
worth-
got.
Someone just suggested that a
Lad,
potential podcast
imagine what
guest
they've
here,
got.
Go on, who?
Alexander Mercouris. You've heard of him?
Who?
He's a stricken-off British barrister who now commentates on Russian affairs. British
Oh,
fella.
we'll have
like.
him on, yeah.
Alexander
I actually
McCur-
really interested in Russian.
Alexander
I'll tell
McCur-
I'd like to be educated by someone like
I'll tell
that.
you,
Pop
go
bit
and
more.
watch the Oliver Stone Putin interviews. If you
Yeah.
can. Really good, yeah. Really good. Get some good access to him. I do think Putin is a maniac, but
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
right.
run Russian unless you're not.
But I think Trump's a maniac.
But
as
if
well.
you, well, again, he's proven that when he's putting out fucking videos. Thunder.
It's brilliant though.
Imagine
It's
Starmer
brilliant.
putting that out with David Lammy going.
Makes you
"Nah,
what-
nah." You just
wanna
fucking
go get a
Phil
big-
Macron in there. Just Phil Macron right in here.
And you see he had the big American bald eagle come out as well.
Lad, it's
Brilliant.
mad. And they've changed the Department of fucking Department of Defence to the Department of War. Pete Hegseth. Lad,
Actually,
South
yeah.
Park's having them off. Honestly, South Park's having the right
gotta
noise
catch
up on
up
Trump
South
and that.
Park.
It's
Gotta catch
fucking
up.
world class. But
Surprised it's still going.
it's mad when you think.
They're
Right.
Canadians. I'm surprised.
In this day and age, like,
Surprised Trump's not done some South Park.
So
with the big
hear me out
Canadians.
here.
He's
Hear me out
offside,
here.
yeah.
I'm just going to play devil's advocate for a little bit. All right. First man in the room when Nikola Tesla died. John Trump, Trump's uncle for the FBI. He was the man who opened Nikola Tesla's safe. There's a few arguments about
I didn't
Aldous
know that.
Huxley's book. Yeah, John Trump. There's a few videos about Aldous Huxley's book where they talk about the leader of the new world and him being called Baron Trump. So there's an argument here that Johnny Trump boys opened up Tesla's
And
safe
slotted.
and found a time traveling device, and that's what Trump has fucking come back on. That's how the bullet misses him, right? We're getting in tin foil that, but this is
No,
this
that's
is
too
what-
much for me.
insane.
lads,
That's
this
too
is
much
what the
for me.
QAnon fame and all that believe, though. Like this is genuinely
Oh,
now,
Trump.
Also, some of your radical left people who don't like Trump and call him a Nazi and the Elon Musk fucking right. The space program, SpaceX, it's now known as, used to be called NASA, right? Who put man on the moon? Werner von Braun, who was the Nazi V2
yeah, the
rocket
Nazi- he was,
specialist,
yeah.
who ended up putting the rocket on the moon, which Buzz Aldrin and
Yeah, I know that.
Neil
Allegedly.
Armstrong allegedly were on. We still don't know.
They were on
I think
the
the
moon.
footage is fucking suspect.
Massively.
Looks like Stanley Kubrick and Hollywood basement as the Chili Peppers. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. The Chili Peppers told you the truth about it. The space footage is bogus. It's nonsense.
Listen, the space footage, and you know why it's real. Okay, you know why it's real.
No, it's not real. I'm
Okay.
not having it's real.
I'm not
It's
having
false.
it.
I'm not having it real. You
Okay.
can see them getting picked up by wires. from
Okay,
No,
the
that
corner.
was Henry VIII told you.
You can go on the
Let's get
internet
Mark
now.
back on in a time travel
You
machine
you
to
can
tell
go on the
yourself.
internet and you can buy a telescope right now. Get sent to your house. What's strong enough to go in your garden where it's clear enough. Look at the moon and see where they landed. You can physically see the track marks on the moon where the space fucking Go-karts being round. Okay, you can.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
What telescope did you get from
I've
Argos?
seen it on the
lad?
internet.
What telescope have you got from Argos?
What's an Argos? No.
So you've got a telescope and you've zoomed in and seen the tracks on the fucking moon. Is that what you're telling me?
You can see the tracks on the moon.
No.
All right, I've got to
You
prove it,
said
haven't I?
you can go and
You can go and buy a telescope.
You can go
Not
and buy
from
a
Argos.
telescope. And you can zoom in and see the tracks on
Yes.
the moon where the space rover's been.
Yes.
So the space rover must still be debris up there, and there must be, if the tracks are there must be loads of other stuff
The
they've left
tracks
there.
are there.
So you can zoom in
Yeah.
and you can see it, and you've seen it on the internet.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not a doctor picture.
No,
It's
definitely
not
not
AI.
a picture.
All right. So,
Oh,
what a fucking goal to win it!
94th minute.
What a goal to win it!
Mavadidi.
By the way, some standard of goals here tonight.
Decent
Look,
game.
you can go into it and you can see tracks on the moon where it's been. So you can go buy a telescope and do it yourself.
Again, I'm just going to give you a little bit of an
Apollo 17 tracks, look. Or you
Alright.
can go and buy a telescope and zoom in.
All right. So,
You can.
Let me see.
But hang on a minute. That's not off your telescope.
No,
lad,
I
that
know,
you bought
but
from
you,
Argos.
I know, but I've seen a
The
video
argument is they didn't because it was a propaganda.
against Russia. The first
Well,
one,
because they were-
the first one I'm not
They
sold
were
on.
spending that much money
Yeah.
to try and get to
The
the
first
moon.
one I don't know about whether
No,
it was.
I'm going
Apollo
no on the
17.
vote. I am
Apollo,
going no.
Apollo 17 definitely landed.
You don't think anyone's been to the moon? Or just... What, like,
How
No,
many? I
people
know
might
this,
have
but
been after, but
how many people
at
have
that
been on
time.
the moon in history?
31.
No,
Go
less.
on. I'll go.
It's less.
6.
It's less.
More than 6.
Well, what first one? Oh, it's Apollo 17. So what?
Keep
12.
saying that, lad.
12.
Keep saying that.
12.
12 people have been on the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is 12.
Yeah.
Right? Which is mad when you think about in all the time of history. Bear in mind, first one allegedly is on the moon in 68.
Only Americans.
As of yet, I think so, yeah.
Why wouldn't he just send someone up there now? Surely it'd be
Because
dead
they say
easy.
it's not cost effective.
There
There's
was-
nothing there. There's no
there's no
way.
reason.
There's no
But that was
point to
the-
spend
that was
billions
in-
to get there because you're just losing the billions. You don't get anything back from it. They've been there.
Yeah.
It is a bit weird. It does smell a bit funky. And the footage, when you think of Stanley Kubrick's 2001 Space Odyssey, right? And we've had David Icke, he told you about Eyes Wide Shut. And the allegation was because he made Space Odyssey and the visuals on that he was given for the propaganda war to break Russia because Russia had
Yeah.
the first dog, the first satellite, the first
Russia went the
everything
next day,
in
by the
space.
way. Russia went the next day.
Russians had everything, yeah, but they never landed on the moon.
Never landed, no.
So the Russians had everything first except Man on the Moon, which the Americans won to win the space race, all right? Kubrick does Space Odyssey.
Wow.
Kubrick makes the moon footage look real. I mean, we know it's bogus because Richard Nixon is on the phone in real time days before the Tinterweb, and he's on the fucking phone to Buzz Aldrin going, now then, Buzz, you're on the moon there, lad. Yeah, no problem. And it's live. So we know it's fucking bogus. I can't believe the fact that you've gone for it for real. Now,
No, I didn't say the first one. I said Apollo. I said.
so the footage we've seen of Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong on the moon, this one giant step. Do you think that was real footage?
I'm not 100% sure it's
Well,
real.
I'm asking you, do you think it's real
I don't
footage?
know. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, it's a yes
I
or no
don't.
question.
I
isn't
don't.
it?
If I'm
yes or
swinging,
no
if I'm
question.
swinging towards one, the first one was no. That first
No,
moon
but
landing
just
was
give
no.
me an honest answer.
I just said no. The first moon landing, no,
No, all right. So you don't think it was real?
no,
So, if that's fake, then why
Yeah.
would they not fake everything else?
because you're in a rush to get to be the first on the moon because
So
of
we
this
know
Russian
that
propaganda.
we know that they're on Cape Canaveral. We know there's a massive rocket being sent off because everyone's watching it
Yeah.
with the fucking mad glasses on and all that.
Yeah,
But where does that rocket go? Does that just go up in the atmosphere
Yeah.
and orbit for 3 days and then they
Yeah.
crash land back in? Or there's an argument that they're not really even in it. That rocket just goes and then the boosters come off or whatever and it lands. But
we see them come out. We see them come out.
Yeah, but
the
that was
capsule.
a blag. It's just a blag. It's like a little secret room that they go in, and that pretends. Then they come back out. All right. Now they could just 3 days later just pick a capsule up out the sea.
Oh.
Go, oh yeah, by the way, here it
No,
is.
the reason why I believe we've landed there because, as I said, you can actually go and buy a telescope and see the rover
Well,
tracks.
again, I'm not having that.
Well, I don't have
I'm not
to, that's a
accepting that.
fact.
No, you've just used Google.
I know, but
just
I'm
'cause
saying
you used Google
because I
doesn't mean it's
haven't
a
got a
fact.
telescope to show you now.
No, but you said, well, I just went down the Argos and
I
bought
didn't
the
say
telescope and
Argos.
zoomed in on it and seen it myself.
B&M it's from.
Right.
chat
Secondly,
is saying
hang on a
for
But I won't
second.
get my free at Tesco now.
We also know that they track the tele data.
Which?
So Jodrell Bank, all the big satellites in the
Yeah.
world, when the rocket took off, obviously the Russians who've invested millions and most of their economy into making the space race successful for them are not just going, if the Americans go, we were on the moon, here's the footage of it, here's Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong speaking to Nixon.
Yeah.
They could have gone, bullshit. They could have gone,
that was bullshit.
all right,
Okay.
that hasn't happened. But the reason it hasn't happened was the telemetric data or whatever it is. Someone will tell me the name of it.
They won't know, yeah.
Right? Jodrell Bank. They can pick up all the. So they knew they were out into lunar orbit based on all the satellites on the world, which confirmed it. Now I believe they went to the moon. I just believe all the footage is shit. It's bullshit. It was all already pre-recorded. The fact that Nixon's speaking to the astronauts live with no interruption says it was fucking recorded, because otherwise how else would they do it? Now I'm not saying there's a bit, now I'm going, they probably could get to the moon and back, but they couldn't film the footage of it. So, but then I go, well, if you're going to blag it, you might as well blag it all and not even take the risk of
They're
going
not going to
in.
land. I think they didn't have the capabilities to land on the moon the first time, but they wanted to beat the Russians.
So have you seen all this thing where the fellas on the internet now zoom out pictures we've alleged to have seen of Mars, and they found the rock croppings in like deserts, and they zoom out and there's like a NASA thing there?
Well, yeah, the stuff.
So I think NASA is the ultimate way to wash money.
Money laundering. That's been the rumour for years, hasn't it?
And all it is basically is how to deliver your payload. So it's actually a weapons program dressed up as a space race program, because they go, we just want the biggest rocket that can fly the biggest distance to fucking launch a nuclear warhead if we need it. It's like hypersonic missiles and all that. And actually, the Nazis give you their V2 rocket specialists to run the... So it's always been about... It's never been about getting to space. It's been about getting missiles out of the Earth's gravitational field and being able to drop them on demand with no radar or no sonar apparatus be able to pick them up right onto a fucking... a fortress containing Maduro or fucking someone they don't like, Putin, and just go, now then, conquer bollocks, see you later. He's just been eviscerated. Jeffrey Epstein, in my opinion, isn't dead. Jeffrey Epstein is living on an island somewhere or living in Israel and had the face transplant because he was a high level. He's worked for Bear Stearns, washing the CIA's money. He's been washing Mossad's money, and he's definitely, through the Maxwell family, been involved with British intelligence services. He's had that much dirt on people that
he said, let me go.
Well, the Maxwell, the dad, fell off the back of a boat. Yeah. All right, so he's probably been snuffed out for maybe being a double agent. Epstein might have thought, because of his high-profile friends, he's untouchable. He's obviously found out now he's not. And I go, would they leave a loose end like Epstein out there for a Putin or someone to capture? Probably not. But then, you know, he's obviously been Leslie Wexner's man, the Victoria's Secret guy, because that's who gave him the New York house. Just, you know, he looked after all his money and he transferred it all across. Yeah. So actually, when you look at it and you go, imagine that stuff, Epstein and Maduro, was happening in Russia or China, we'd go, they're fucking mad to believe that that's a free society. We actually are under this illusion of COVID and lockdowns that like we're somehow superior and that like we're having everyone off, and we're the biggest firm of fucking idiots on the planet. Yeah. Like, we've still got people driving around in cars and want a booster, I need a booster.
With fucking marks on.
We've had a fella sitting on the internet the other day saying we can't sign a boss centre half who'll improve our team because he wrote I love Jesus on an armband, and actually someone never hit him over the head with Timmy's mallet and said, hey, get out now. Stop talking about footy, go and play with your Barbies, you little turnip.
Well, it's just come out, Fabrizio Romano has said...
Fabrizio Romano, who's better than Fabrizio Romano?
Is that the Everton?
The Everton fella, well better.
Yeah. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has shown interest in taking the Manchester United job.
Oh, and also
as caretaker manager.
Martin O'Neill's back at Celtic.
Yeah, that's the end of the season. Yeah.
What? It's always going to happen.
Oh, the world's gone mad, you know.
But that's the right appointment for Celtic, though. If Celtic would have kept Martin O'Neill, and said they're bringing Wilfred Nonsense Potter in, right? Celtic would have won the league this year. Celtic have given Art a right chance. I'm not saying Celtic won't win the league this year, but Celtic have given Art and Rangers a right chance. By fucking hiring a fucking MLS fucking Nonsense Potter from Vancouver fucking Texas Titans or whatever they called, Bible bashers. What they called there? What's the team? Who's he
Vancouver
come from?
Whitecaps, is it?
He is. Is it? Yeah.
Who's he
Vancouver
come from?
Whitecaps, Thierry Henry, innit?
No, that was Thomas
wasn't.
Muller, Tam Muller. They just got to the final, didn't he, against the Inter Miami fucking
He came from
massive budget.
Columbus.
Columbus Crew, was it?
Fuck off.
Name me a player for Columbus
my
Crew.
God. Doesn't even sound
Yeah,
real.
Columbus Crew.
Name
He
me a
was at
player.
Montreal. I said that. He was at Montreal. Went to Columbus
Okay,
Crew.
name me a player for Montreal. Name me anyone who's ever played for Montreal, ever.
The Mountie.
Bradley Orr.
No, Javinko.
Oh!
Javinko played for Toronto.
Was he? Did
Bradley Orr.
Name me
I think
anybody
Bradley-
who's ever played.
I think Bradley was
Toronto.
Toronto, yeah.
Was
With Defoe.
Name me anybody
Jermaine
who's
Defoe.
ever played for Columbus Crew.
Defoe.
Jermaine. Oh,
I can see the badge. They've got
What was the striker at Fulham
Clint
named
Dempsey.
Brian McBride?
Clint
Brian.
Dempsey.
was Clint Dempsey at Columbus
Yeah, we
Crew?
do. Let me have a look if I can see anyone decent.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm saying to you. How
No,
does
you're right.
Celtic take a manager who's managed clubs that nobody knows any players from?
Yeah. Let's see any.
Fucking hell.
Go on.
Hang on. This is in alphabetical order, this.
Tampa Bay fucking ears. That's a good.
Oh,
Like,
wait, this, I don't want to be...
Martin O'Neill, when they put Martin O'Neill in there and he got to tune out the group, you're thinking, let's leave him in there. Like, he knows how, he's Aston Villa, Celtic before, like, he knows how to get a team going, Leicester.
Yeah.
Leave him in there,
Yeah, don't be
Wickham.
too proud to
Leave him in there.
I
make
don't
that
think he
appointment.
was.
Brian McBride played for Columbus Crew. Who said
Yeah.
that? Did you say that before?
Brian McBride,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you know that he played for them? Or did you just, was you just saying his name?
No, I knew he'd played for Fulham and I remember him being a Yankee. I can't remember whether they used to try and sign him.
Remember
Chapman.
Jermaine
Do you
Defoe?
never think about going over
Staying
there?
John?
America?
America, yeah.
For what?
Did you have an offer
To play?
For what though? To do what?
to play football?
Money.
You have to play on AstroTurf. So if it had known
Your
Scotland was
knees.
on AstroTurf, I wouldn't have gone.
Did you,
If it had been, I played 7 games in Scotland, 3 on AstroTurf. I was like, I didn't sign up for this. Fucking amateur hour. What fucking thoroughbred racehorse? Thoroughbred racehorses don't run on plastic concrete. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. Ball bag league, run on plastic concrete or any of them fucking absolute spoons who can't play footy. But thoroughbred fucking pedigree racehorses, gazelles like me, speed
But
machines.
Steve Nichol was the manager. Who for?
Columbus Crew?
Yeah, he done well in America, didn't he? In the broadcasting and all that after.
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a player. He was a good player. Him.
Yeah,
Games.
the game's on tomorrow, isn't it? Prem?
Games, full Premier League
Yeah,
fixtures.
full
mate,
fixture
yeah,
list.
yeah.
We've got Arsenal.
Sure.
So
a prediction off?
starts tomorrow with Forest West Ham, which ironically,
The Nuno
Oh.
affair.
didn't someone put in the chat before, I
Forest
think it
gotta
was
win.
Dave H, that Nuno lost his job. They got beat by West Ham to lose his job as Forest manager, and now he's got it again.
I've not got a sack new now.
It's
They're
at
not.
West Ham.
By the
Not
way,
gonna
if Forest
sack
win, if Forest win, the gap is what, it's 18 to 30 now, so it's 5 points now.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
That's a-
long way
that-
back for West Ham
that's
from
a-
there, like. And by the way, they're not a Karen Brady. I've never liked Karen Brady. Never liked her. Ever. I just can't warm to her. I think she's fucking smarter than the average bear. Never liked the crew at West Ham. Just the way, like, the money, the Sunday sport, and the.
Was she there when you nearly signed for them, Karen Brady?
Is that Birmingham?
I never met her. From no. I never met her.
Was that Birmingham?
She, would have been
she
at
might have
Birmingham
been,
with
by the way.
Sullivan and that.
But I
She
just
was, yeah.
I don't know what it, I'm not saying I dislike them, but there's just something about them, like Birmingham, and it's like the own football clubs to make money out of it rather than the own football clubs
For the
because they
community.
love it. And then when I see the little fella Sullivan, who must be
How far away is he?
he must be 80
80-12.
now, and he's got this fucking Housewives of Cheshire fucking bimbo
GD on
on
his arm,
his sucking the ollie bag off him. She's sitting there telling them to make foot, like, I'm like, these are a mess. These need to be shipped out. Like,
think,
but
yeah?
then West Ham need to
I
get
like
out
West
that
Ham as a
stadium.
club.
West Ham need to leave that stadium and get their own stadium, right? And they need to get rid of that ownership because it's a boss club, West Ham. But
Yeah.
they're fucking yo-yoing at the minute because they've got imbeciles in charge who I think are making money out the club. When you watch them at Birmingham, they were shrewd wheelers and dealers, but every time you do the stock check after the 10-year cycle, you go, fucking hell, they made 100 million there on transfers over the, they've siphoned off the money out the club, even though it looks like they're investing. You end up, when you actually do the jitty on it at the end of it, you go, they've actually enriched themselves there rather than they made the football club better, if that makes sense.
Like,
this
quick prediction, what you gone then score? Would you fancy West Ham, Forest?
Forest will beat them.
Forest 2-0.
You taking Forest, yeah?
Forest will beat them, yeah.
I don't think so.
Couple of
1-1.
No, there's a big
1-1.
gap between them sides, you know.
Couple of the key
The
games on
11s are
Wednesday.
massive.
What are worth for mentions? Start with Palace Villa at Palace. Because if Villa win, they'll go
Above City. They're above City already, aren't they? Already.
have they dropped?
I think
'cause
Villa
City-
will beat Palace.
Palace.
I watched him in the Newcastle game. I watched a Newcastle game the other day. Bruno Guimaraes was fucking superb.
Class,
Dragged
yeah,
him
he's
into it. I tell you who
unbelievable.
done me capping. He's starting to do me capping. Anthony Gordon.
Andy Gordon. You gonna say Andy Gordon?
To me, fancy team, he's got it.
And then like all pictures of him in black and white, and like he's trying to look like Anthony. Look, one leverage here, mate. You're fucked. There's nothing you can do. You are not going to be a good looking fella like myself. Like, it's hard to be good looking. You're just either born good looking or you're not. You're unfortunately a white ginger fella who's dead quick at running. But it doesn't matter how many mad colours you put in your hair or Adidas fucking headbands. It ain't going to work for you, lad. Get yourself a short back and sides and fucking start putting a consistent performance in. Because the way he fucking floats around the pitch, he's got this mad Ronaldo essence. Like,
Yeah, I know what he has.
aura. And he's like Chloe Kelly.
Oh,
He's got Chloe
good
Kelly's fucking aura, but thinks he's got Ronaldo's aura. He's lucky that Harvey
That's
Barnes can't lay a glove on him. But I'm telling you now, he is fucking massively having a poke of himself. And Newcastle United have got to finish top 6. They've got to fucking scrap on to get in that top 6.
Did you see the
I don't
podcast
think
with
they're getting top 6.
Gerrard and McManaman, the BT?
I didn't watch it. I watched the one with
Is it
Gerrard
BT
and,
one?
and the Smiths. That was good.
But
you know.
they named the England 11. They had Gordon left wing, both of them.
Did they? I got Rashford, me.
Yeah.
Oh, Rashford
They said
getting
they
sucked
said
into
it'd be
that.
between Gordon and Rashford, but they picked Gordon.
would you not start Morgan Rogers there?
No, I must have him as the number 10.
Yeah,
I don't think. I think.
I'd have
Bellingham?
Morgan Rogers there. He plays off the left
Yeah.
sometimes.
No, I'd have Rodgers. You know, Tuchel likes the pace. He's going to go with Gordon or Rashford. I'm going Rashford, and he's going to have Saka on the right. He's going to go with that pace.
we'll get into that England squad
Yeah, another
as
time.
it comes. But sticky game for the Toffees.
What isn't?
Everton Wolves at home.
Oh no!
If we
come
don't
on.
beat Wolves, if we don't
Listen,
beat
tough
Wolves,
game, man.
It's
The way
not.
they play. That
If
kid
we
Mane.
do
That
not
kid
beat
Mane
Wolves-
looks
Playing
good,
well
doesn't
at the minute.
if we do not beat
tough game.
Wolves, David Moyes should be given a P45, right? And we've got to do everything we can to get Glasner for one of the big boys to take him. I've got a feeling Man U going to have a pinger.
Glasner.
I think so.
Why would he go to Everton?
But then he's not a big enough name for them. He's not a big enough name for them. After Amarin,
You aren't a big enough name for him,
what are you on about?
for Glasner.
You don't think
Anyway.
Everton are bigger than Crystal Palace? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't think, not right now. He's on better or in a
Have you
better
been to sell
position
hairs
to be there.
Parkinson's? Have you been to sell hairs Parkinson's? It's like Wooderson. It's like Wooderson used
No,
to be before the
I'm not
nonsense
even
potters
fishing
got in
it.
there and started painting it all pink.
So
Right.
a mentionable game. A mentionable game to talk about: Brentford versus Sunderland.
Oh, that's a good one.
Be a decent match.
2-2.
Just love Sunderland, you know. Just Sunderland or draw whenever they're away is the bet. They're always evens.
2-2.
Desmond.
Who's that
And
for?
then
Sunderland against.
Brentford at Brentford.
You come back against Brentford at the minute.
Can Sunderland score 2 away from goals?
No.
1-1.
Brentford to beat
1-1.
them. I'm going to go Brentford to beat them. Brentford are fucking cooking on gas at the minute.
We all 1-1.
Cooking
Scored
on
it all.
gas.
Yeah, same. 1-1.
I'll tell you who I like for Sunderland, the lad up front, Broby, puts himself about, don't he,
Yeah.
the Ajax boy?
Yeah. Well, remember,
First game
Is it
for
Ajax or PSV him?
Ajax.
Ajax, yeah. First game for Darren Fletcher at Burnley away.
Can't win there.
4-0 Burnley.
0-0.
No.
0-0.
Man U beat Burnley.
They've
They
got
get
to
a
beat
new
Burnley.
manager bounce. It'd be
0-0.
interesting to see
Set up.
anyone who's been cut off. Like
Kobe
when you
Mainu.
think like Zerchi will be buzzing because he got
Mainu.
the Shepherds the other day off Amarin.
Just
Kobe
come on
Mainu will
now,
be
come
buzzing
on
like
again,
just coming
fucking
out of the
got an assist.
freezer.
Mainu, yeah.
Mainu's
He's the biggest one, really,
Do
hasn't
you
he?
know what I mean?
Does
So
he play
He's
as
going to
well?
start both his kids.
He can't start both his lads. Can he? But I reckon that
Man of the match.
if there was a
Like
bet
20
that they both
minutes
got on the
in.
pitch, it'd be worth a bet.
20 minutes in.
If
He's
you're
going
an half fella and you think, I don't know how long I'm going to be in here, you got to get your two boys on at the same time, haven't you?
Yeah. Just get the man
Just
of the
to
match.
safe. And
Give your
I
two
was
team a
manager
look.
and them two played.
Yeah,
Got it, you got
got to
it.
be some
Got it.
kind of stat on it. That's
If he
never
doesn't
be
play
broken.
his lads at some point while he's the gaffer, he'll regret it forever.
I
To
reckon
say
he
you
should
manage
play-
Man
He should
United.
play both his lads, right? Put them both on, and if they win, just wank off and just jizz on the pitch and just say, I've completed this. I played here, I'm manager, I've just sponked on the pitch 3 times. I've got 3 sponkers on the pitch today. Fucking have a bowl of that. I've completed Man U. Yeah. No one else has had 2 kids. Fergie's had Darren on the pitch. He's gone, fucking see your Darren and I'll raise you. Fucking these 2 little cunts here. One's captain of England under 18s
one's captain of Scotland.
One's captain of Scotland.
Yeah.
I'm like, that can't be right.
Yeah,
Can't have that. What happens if England plays Scotland?
Just fucking going at it.
Sick that.
They're going at it.
It's not, is it?
It is
Going
sick.
at it.
How can you have a captain of England by one ball and the other ball creates the captain of Scotland?
William Wallace was English, wasn't he?
He was like a Fletcher's son English, wasn't he?
Lad, you're gonna cause murder. Before we get off the stream, right? I need to just put this to bed. Gerwin Price. I don't want to smoke with you, lad. Nothing to do with me. You know, I'm not a shrinking violet by any stretch of the imagination, but any fights I start or get myself involved in, they are completely my responsibility. Common Sense Podcast, it's thoughts, it's feelings, it's emotions, is unfortunately not me. I am Joseph of Barton with 2.5 million followers on my own account. Common Sense Nonsense Pottery channel is not me. All right? I might retweet some of its stuff. I might occasionally have some clips on there where my face is on there and I'm talking.
Shithouse.
But it is not me on there. All right?
Yeah, it was
As it
shithouse.
says in the bio, there's other people here throwing hand grenades. They might be in this room, they might not be in this room. Can't reveal my sources. But there's other people out there throwing hand grenades, acting dead hard, giving loads of boss opinions that they wouldn't give on their own thing under the guise of the common sense, knowing that your Uncle Joe's fucking England cap is fucking in there to protect you at all time. So, Gerwin Price, if you want to fucking scrap with whoever was calling dart players fucking fat cunts or whatever the other day, look no further than this fucking athlete with a cap on here who's got the audacity to call dart players bin liners full of milk, saying these fat cunts are the fucking cause themselves sport is a fucking hobby and all that. Fucking the Adonis here, the fucking absolute Adonis here is the one giving it out. He's fucking Steve Bunton's body double. He's fucking out there giving it to Barry McGuigan to Gerwin Price, who, by the way, is an ex-rugby league player, fucking meathead. So if you're going to pick on any of the dart players, pick on the fucking... There's loads of fat ones, lad. Why are you picking on the fucking...
I didn't pick on Gerwin Price.
No,
he's like a
I think
little
he just
jelly, boots him right in the
responded.
plums. And he's mates with angry fucking Ginge.
Yeah.
So, Luke Littler getting kissed on the lips by his dad.
Oh.
Is that an AI? Have we been
Lad,
AI?
I
No,
swear,
it's not
if
AI.
that's real.
So his dad kissed him on the lips.
I've seen the full video.
But I'm saying, is it not AI?
No, someone's video the telly, so it's not like someone's
So
video.
is that
I don't know.
He's hugged his dad, kissed him on the cheek.
Have you watched it
then on the
though?
lips,
The way
I've
it's like a bit of a delay. It's like a weird little.
Oh, he
G.
kisses him on the lips, on the cheek, on the lips. It's like, oh.
It's a bit too much.
what's Luke's response to it? Like,
Are we getting a bit woke though, where you can't kiss your kid on the lips?
An
Not
18-year-old
an 18-year-old world champion darts player.
Fucking Neville kissed. Who did he kiss in a Man United match?
Oh,
Scholes.
that was
Paul Scholes.
Paul Scholes.
yeah, but he eats his daughter's toenails, doesn't he? Scholes bites his daughter's toenails. And there's a mad thing going on at the minute, lads. You'll see it in the podcast world because you've got the overlap fame and you've got Nicky Butt and Scholes doing the Paddy McGuinness, like. So it's all like kind of cannibalising in, and I'm going, when are you going to get to the gory details? When are you going to tell us who Giggsy's been shagging this week? Because that's all.
Yeah.
Whose beard has Giggsy's been getting fired into at the minute? Because Salford's gone down the pan. We don't know who owns Salford anymore. We've got Sir David the Beckham trying to get into Man United. Gary will be fucking shoestringing him trying to get in there. But that is the only way out for the podcast space. You've got Roy Keane, who... the only man who can turn Man United around and make Manchester United what Alex Ferguson built it to is Roy Keane. Man United need to take Roy Keane in there and just say, listen, here's the sporting director, here's the presence that's going to sit here because Fergie isn't going to be here forever. He's going to be the number one person to drive the standards of the football club. He's the only man who can do it. They're all petrified of him. The other man who can do it, possibly, could be a Cristiano Ronaldo type. But I think Beckham's going to go in as the owner. I think Beckham's going to buy Man United. Adidas is a brand. He's going to get all the investors
he'll front the
consortium. I'm telling you,
consortium.
the Qatari, he's going to front that Qatari bit.
He's going to front the consortium. And then
who'd you bring in? You have to bring Roy Keane in if you want to win.
I can see it.
You have to bring him in.
Do you think Roy Keane will want it?
Yeah, because there's only so many times you can fucking sit around and eat croissants with
40-1.
Karen.
The bookies.
No, I'm not saying as the manager. I don't think he goes the manager. I think he's too volatile in the modern era to be a manager. But I think he has to be in that club driving the standards, whether that's sport and that. Like if Jason Wilcox is in there, what the fuck's Jason Wilcox got
If
to do
Jason
with Man U?
Wilcox is at Man United, Roy Keane should be.
So I'm saying,
Should be.
if Roy Keane's in the building, there's going to be an aura around Man United. Now, the problem you've got is, if he's in a manager's job, you go, fucking this Mona cunt, he's come in and fucking got after everyone. Now, if he's in the boardroom and he's having that behind closed doors, I think it takes the volatility away from Roy. I think it gives Roy the sweet spot of fucking making the big calls, driving the direction of the club, being a cultural ambassador, setting the standards, being a standard bearer without the intensity and the pressure of being a manager. We know he can manage because he done all right at Sunderland. All right, he didn't do as well as Ipswich, but sounds like he was nearly fighting with players, and he was expecting standards to be at the level he had as a player, and obviously League One and Championship players can't keep them standards. Yeah. But I think if you take the volatility out of him, it's like when I look at Steve Gerrard, I go, how the Liverpool Steven Gerrard should be getting utilised. I like big players like Matthias Sammer being at Bayern Munich. I like fucking Guardiola. I like them stories, and I'm looking at it going, Gerrard, because of the Rangers job, could have got the Liverpool job, because the Aston Villa job and the Eki Tafake, whatever it was fucking called, probably can't. But how do you keep somebody like that in the club? It's probably going to be tough for him to be the manager because of what's happened. But if he'd had success, he's a shoo-in for the manager. But I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at John Terry at Chelsea and going, how is Gerrard and John Terry?
You need to have them in the club.
When Leroy Rossini is Chelsea manager, who's fucking played for who? Who did Leroy
West
play
Brom,
for?
was he?
Do you know what I mean? He hasn't, and I go,
Man United fan.
And let's be honest, he hasn't won a sausage in his career. So how are you getting a Chelsea kick? But then people would argue, well, Lampard got it. Well, I go, well, Lampard scored 150 goals, 200 goals for them. Like, John Terry must have a toxic fucking opinion. The people in and around that football club, there must be toxicity around him because he's never been turned to. Yeah. They've never turned to him to all the foot.
Right, just before we go, someone sent a fiver in here, quick one. What was your honest opinion of David Icke in person? And can he come in weekly? God bless, guys.
My honest opinion was he's got an incredible memory, like really strong memory recollection. He's obviously been very outspoken for a prolonged period, been wrong on some things, been right on some things. I found him a really nice fella. I could sit and talk to him all day, fascinating. But I just felt like he was talking to me. It felt a little bit scripted. Felt like it was a little bit of a set piece in terms of his delivery. And I'd watched a few podcasts he'd done going in, and I kind of started getting answers off him that he'd given to other people. So I kind of interrupted him a little bit and tried to take him off a beaten track to get some answers that we hadn't listened to. But I don't. I've got a few feelings and thoughts in terms of how he's ended up where he is. But I'd like to speak to him further before I make a full opinion. It's hard to talk to someone for 4 hours and then totally define their career. Yeah. But like, he was a fascinating fella to talk to. Like, I really enjoyed talking to him, albeit I felt he only spoke to me about what he wanted to speak to me about. Yeah. Like, he would go, we'll come back to that. And you're going, I actually really want to get you into that. Yeah. But
it's a great podcast.
Fascinating guest, really insane. And I'm obviously thankful for him coming up and doing it.
Off camera, I think. I know he's kind of off camera though. He's like proper sound.
Yeah, he was a good fella.
Sound fella.
Yeah. Nice fella.
Proper nice lad.
And for his age, incredible memory. Like the stuff he could remember. Yeah. Even like I thought it was good getting him talking about football because I haven't heard him talking about his football career and the people he bounced into. And you're thinking Gordon Banks, Shilton, like the stuff I didn't know. Obviously, the John Charles selling him a shit car, done him. But like the people he's bounced into, and then there's a few stories, and I've seen people going heavy on the Sky News thing with the Teddy story. But Sky News did come out in '92, and I looked at it, and you're like he also comes from an era before the internet kept the receipts like it does now. You got like HMRC, fucking doing the footy ones who.
Gets everyone.
The internet now keeps the receipts because if you make a mad claim, people go, well, that'll be on the internet if it's like 2007, so we're going to look for it. So it fucks it up. Whereas if you say I went to Peru and there was a fucking mad awakening in 1992. It's like, no.
It's like
now everyone goes, what? If there's a mad awakening, when you get your phone out? Oh, I didn't have time. You go.
Yeah. It's like the Pele goal syndrome, innit?
Whereas in 92, you go, oh, no one had phones. So there's almost like, if you wanted to be a great baldy tyre, the sweet spot is past, hasn't it? The Overton window was past because now the internet and mobile phones keep the receipts. But as I say, for me, really interesting fella, mad life story. But yeah, I'd want to get him into. A little bit deeper water on a few topics, because there's a few things that he makes extraordinary claims for, and I think if you make extraordinary claims, I believe you have to back it up with extraordinary evidence, and as of yet, I haven't seen that. Although, like everybody who's made mad claims, he's been right on lots of stuff, but also, you know, he has been wrong on a lot of stuff as well.
Broken clocks, right twice.
Then you see this fella in I'll have to lend this with you because it does make me chuckle. But there was a guy in Africa claiming to be building all arcs, saying there's going to be a great flood and all that.
Yeah. No, seen on Twitter.
And then he was predicting the date to say the 28th of December or whatever, and he's fucking had the 24th. They're all going, fucking hell, chickens are coming home to roost here. No, his name's Noah as well, isn't it? Chickens coming home to roost here. Noah's walking around in like a fucking
a big beard and
satchel, like as if he's like a fucking come back from prehistoric days. And anyway, as the deadline starts ticking, he goes, oh, sorry, I've had a new intervention. Put it off for a few years, this big flood that's coming. So I'm going, but these people are out there. And then you go, could the people we read about have been mad bastards like that? Who we go, they've just convinced loads of people that they were the fucking...
The Messiah.
Or there is these lizard people that have come. I'm convinced now. I found out that there's been human fossilized stuff found here in our country from between 780 to 1 million years ago. Different variants, not quite Homo sapien. So
like the Flintstones.
Well, 780,000 years ago. The Bible's like what, 4,000, 5,000 years old.
2,000.
We're talking about a figure of numbers that we can't even comprehend.
Yeah.
And then they're talking about there's even older stuff from like 3.6 million years ago in Ethiopia, or something, like these tracks. That is not Homo sapien, but an animal like us with front eyes. And you go, what else are we not getting? There's something I believe we're not getting told.
Yeah,
I think
we don't.
The Vatican,
I believe in that.
And the powers that be, when people have been illiterate and people have been, fucking in the dark ages from an intellectual perspective, I believe the people who've had knowledge have suppressed everybody else on the planet, and I don't believe that's changed even to this day. The fact that we don't know what goes on in Area 51, the fact that we've got many allegations of crashed spacecraft, the fact that we've got all these tic-tac things that have been out there, like something's not making sense to me. And I don't believe, based on the law of probability, that we are the only form of life about. Now, whether it's been here and visited...
I believe that, yeah.
When I see octopuses, I go, that looks like an alien to me. Well, I seen a fella on TikTok. I follow this fella, and he fucking got this octopus that he feeds and gives it a jar. And you want to see the stuff it does. He goes, I've fucking tightened this and I've done this to it. And the octopus just goes, now then. And he glows up and he goes, look, he's buzzing because it's solved the problem. He's going, this is... And then there's a thing on Netflix called My Friend the Octopus.
Seen that, boss.
It's like,
how good is it?
So,
boss.
Sad though, innit?
I'm going, there's obviously meteorites crashed here. We can tell from the Younger Dryas impact and geological fucking studies.
What did they add on the meteorite?
What did they add on them? Do you reckon that we're a part of that we've been some kind of cosmic dust and bacteria that's ended up morphing from this fucking little squiggle to a fucking absolute nuisance that we are
I
now?
don't know it was an octopus.
So, when you look at it, you go, like, I don't believe we are the only thing, and I don't believe there's like in monotheism, like, because the Greeks and the Romans and all, they've had like all these mad civilizations been there, had millions of years of fucking had all different gods that they've prayed to, all So I don't know, and also what I do know is Man United are fucking shit. I know that for sure. Manchester United is shit, and they shouldn't be shit. And unless they get Roy Keane back, I think Man United are going to be shit for years. Because you can't send Rio back, because Rio was an Amarin fanboy.
Yeah, he owes every fanboy
Yeah,
goes.
You can't send
A
Rooney
fanboy.
back. Rooney can't go back, can he?
No.
Because
Roy Keane's the right.
Roy Keane's the only one. But
Roy
then
Keane's
people
good.
will argue, well, Roy's failed at Ipswich.
I know, but I don't think Roy fails at a club. He clashes at clubs.
So if Roy Keane's a sporting director, who's the manager? Who does Roy Keane respect enough to allow to be the manager?
No one.
It shall remain to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I know.
That's
on that note.
10:30.
Yeah,
Good to be back.
Yeah.
Have we
good
got
to
a
be
Premier
back.
League game next Monday?
We'll
Good
be back
question.
next Monday, won't we?
Either way,
Yeah.
we're going to be here.
We're going to be here next Monday for
All right.
3.5 hours.
Thanks for joining us.
We haven't. We've got an FA Cup game.
Who is it?
The Mighty Reds.
Who's playing?
Brilliant.
Barnsley at home.
Tough game for you, is that?
I know. I'm not here next Monday. Am I?
You're going to go to
Good.
the game?
Good.
Fucking Barnsley at home.
And know when you're
Nasty,
away.
mate. I might
When you're
go,
away.
actually.
Don't be starting fights
rather
with
come here
rugby
and watch
league,
it.
dart
I'm
meetings
not going to
when
be
you're away.
fighting. I'm going to be fighting with cricketers. Good
Don't
night,
be
mate. Shout
Giving
Grella.
Tom Aspinall down the banks, fucking pretending you're fucking whoever it
Them
is.
fucking MMA fighters. Yeah,
Okay, well, do you know what?
See you later.
Misfits, someone from
Good
Misfits
night.
again contact me if I seriously wanted to smoke with it. And I'm going, it's nothing to do with me. I'll speak to Skidmark myself now. But I'm telling you, he hasn't been in training. He will not have been in